Standing on the edge of the crater, like the prophets once said, and the ashes are all cold now, no more bullets, and the embers are dead. Whispers in the air tell the tales of the brothers gone. Desolation, devastation. What a mess we made when it all went wrong. Watching from the edge of the circus for the games to begin. Gladiators draw their swords from their ranks for Armageddon. I'm nuclear, I'm wild, I'm breaking up inside. A heart of broken glass, deep found, deep inside the abandoned child. Standing on the edge of the underworld, looking at the abyss, and I'm hoping for some miracle to break out, to escape from all this. Whispers in the air tell the tale of a life that's gone. Desolation, devastation. Blind in the deepest night, reaching out, grasping for a fleeting memory. All the thoughts keep piercing this broken mind. I fall, but I'm still standing, motionless. Far in the distance, there is light, a light that burns these scars of old. All this pain reminds me of what I am. I'll live, I'll become all I need to be. Words that kill, would you speak them to me? With your breath so still, it makes me believe in the Father's
My lovely imps.
Let me suffer now and never die.
Koopa Shell, Uncle Gumball, Joey Ravioli, Eurus McProll, Rinnigan, Ada Stardust Lavender, Renewed Wolf, Silent Chloe, Jade Monkey, Baphomet, Angel Brat, Arcadia, and Tony Bastard, Silent, the one and only, Nerodia, Evie the Purple, Spaghetti, Mistress Lynn, Calliope, Dragonborn 94, Eurus McProll, Napoleon, OS Crane, Fox Girl Zoe, Sokka Possum, Yuri Wife, Eschaton Project, Written Remedy, Uchu no Tenchi, Snack Freak, Paige, Punk Corpse, Joey Ravioli, Witch Night Melody, Really Unfortunate, Jesse I Guess, Planetary Halo, Ash 3030, Believed, Wrestling with the News, JS Masochist, Sorta Okay, Ada Lovelace, Krito, Ox Pecker, Dreadful Dave, Comrade Amatrine, Eschaton Project, Gayfesh, Ultimate Stapler, Ryoma, Dr. Cash Money, Mr. Chaotic Dogboy, JS23, The Rat Shepherd, Strawberry Estrogen, Diamond King, Dreadful Dave, Kenneth Allen Cook, Little Morphine Annie, Arachnomancy, Ox Pecker, Bike Sexuals, SFMTX, Mr. Chaotic, wait, I already said you, but Mr. Chaotic Dogboy, you can get a second shout out. That's all right. Xerox, Ada Stardust, Ada Lovelace, Cosmothulu, and from the YouTube chat, Nerodia, Respondent, Sender Falk, Jennifer Holly, Trickster Jackal, Fawn, Leth, Alex, Larkgrave, Cenis, Jacob the Jula, Lil Kit Kitu, Winter Rose, Kangaroo Court, Random Girl 3PO, Alex, Madison L, Julia, Ray Reborn, Babe, Aldo de Jellyfish, Charlie Ann, Bezikov, Captain Badass Shark, Fawn, H. Goggs, Loser Eye, I Am Damo Suzuki, Catherine Ray, Dan Pro 106, Big Steppy, Light Rays, Titan Uranus, Trickster Jackal, Benny Julius, Java J, Ran Bummers, Kalen the Zola, Fen, Azzy Miller, Owlix, Sparrow NR, and many, many, many more. If I didn't get your name, I'm sorry, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Please, if you are here, it is more important today than ever that you press the like button on the stream. We are going to be having a extremely short warm-up section today. In fact, the warm-up section is probably going to be only about 20 minutes because I just need to get my voice warmed up so I don't ruin it, because my voice is pretty central to my career, as it turns out. And the warm-up is going to be very hot, let me tell you what. And then we're going to get right into it, okay? It's not going to be a very long stream today. It's going to be very focused and to the point. Let's just consider this, basically, I took a couple hours to take a nap. I know that I said that I hoped last night would be the last time I ever have to talk about this, but as it turns out, our foolish former friend has decided to continue the lies to an egregious degree, and today I'm going to put that to an end. So, yeah. Ron's KFC with the $5 says, I am not a fan of nukes, but fuck around and find out. Straight up, fuck around and find out. This is the most fuck around and find out situation I can possibly imagine. It's actually insane. How much of a fuck around and find out this is. How absolutely stupid and foolish Xan had to be to do what he did, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. Actually deranged. I can't, it's so stupid. I would believe it. It would be easier to believe if I was, I don't even, this is why I gotta warm up, because I'm stunned, okay? Hey, Staroxvia, good to see you. Gabsty with the incredibly generous 20 gifted YouTube subs. Thank you very, very much. I deeply appreciate that. Thank you very, very much, Gabsty. That's incredibly, incredibly generous of you. I was scared something would happen. I didn't think you could be that stupid. He's done a lot of stupid, hot-headed stuff. I mean, honestly, this is the same type of behavior he exhibited back in December, except more self-destructive somehow. But it's fine. I told you that last night was going to be a tell-a-lot stream. This is the tell-everything stream. This is the tell-all. Thank you for joining, Soap Opera Slushy. Deeply appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, Staroxvia, exactly. Let me just check and see. I know I got some donos on the website. Donos are a great way to warm up my voice. So if you want me to read out your dono message, this is the perfect opportunity. Once I start the segment, it'll be a little bit until I read my donos. Renewed Wolf with the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Warm-up prompt based on last stream. What would your Final Fantasy summon and final attack be? I'll let you decide. But I imagine it would look something spiritually like what's happening today. Ash3030 with the $5. If the Xandermander has a problem with us, he can suck our Xander balls and Xander mauled about it. True! He does have a problem with us. In fact, he has a problem with a lot of people. Melody X Rain with the tier 1 sub, thank you very, very much. And Appalachian Anarchist with the $6.66. Gonna miss this live because I'm getting eepy. Sad situation, but we stand resolute. Indeed, we do stand resolute. And also Zamp with the tier 1 sub, thank you very, very much. Deeply appreciate that. So, in a little bit, I am going to be releasing on Twitter, of course also on this stream. You will see them here on this stream before. But when I release the receipts on this stream, I will also be releasing them over on my Twitter. So, Xan is not going to avoid by running over to Twitter. He's not going to avoid this by running around to wherever so he can continue to lie. Okay? There are people in Zan's audience who are going to believe him no matter what he says, no matter how much he distorts the truth and how much he decides against his own best interest to continue touching on this situation. But they're all going to be out there. I hope you understand. CFIJWPG with the $5 said, what happened, DM? Did Xan drop his Family Matters or something? Yeah, you could say it that way. Yep. You could imagine it like that. Nova Celeste with the $2 says, oh my God, what happened in the last 24 hours? In the last 24 hours, you remember, those of you who were here last night, do you remember what I said last night at the very end of the stream? Do you remember how I ended my segment? How I said, Xan knows the truth. We all know the truth. All of us were there. Well, Xan decided to deny the truth. He's trying to create essentially a bubble of truth in his community that will believe whatever he will say. And I am not into that. There's always going to be some who are unreachable. People who for some reason are extremely attached to the sort of format that Xanderhal has, whatever you want to call that format. I streamed for 9.5 hours yesterday, and I'm doing it again today because this is what needs to be done. And I'm hoping that this is the absolute end of this. Is this the not like us? Oh, this is the not like us. And you know what? I'm going to invite you all to just decide just how not like us this situation really, that Xanderhal really is. Okay, you can do that. Okay. I told you last night. I told you all last night. I should just. I told you all last night that if he pushed it, that it was not gonna go well for him. And when I say that, I'll show you. I'll prove it. I don't just lie. You see, right here, who you're watching right now, Demon Mama, I'm fucking built different. I need you to understand that, okay? A lot of people on the internet like to fucking pose. A lot of people on the internet like to say a lot of things. A lot of people like to talk big. But I fucking put up. CO Vixian Speaks says it's really sad he's burnt all these important friendships. Yeah, it is fucking sad. It's fucking sad, and it's veered into just derangement, okay? Truly it has. Are you going to be going over what he said on stream today? Yes, I'm going to be going over at least some of what he said on stream today. In fact, I think he's live right now. And you know what? I might just pop over to his stream and say hello. Oh, he just ended. Yeah, see, he knew. He fucking knew. Yes, Cherry, I will do that. Yeah, he knew. He knew that I was here and that I would probably come actually fucking challenge his ass. Biggest birthday boy ever. Yes, Kenneth Allen Cook. Do you think this will wake him up and get him to change? I don't know. At this point, I'm starting to believe that the only thing that will ever make him change his behaviors is literally having to get a job at McDonald's like a normal person. You know? I got you, Cherry. I got you. He has had a job prior to streaming. Okay, sure. Maybe he needs another one. Oh, has he? Yeah, I think he has. I think he worked at as a lifeguard or something. But you know, sometimes people forget their roots. Cinderfalk says, what kind of freighter do you have in No Man's Sky? I'm working on getting my first freighter right now in my new save. I booted up a new save. I haven't... Yeah, so that'll be... Tonight, I'm going to hopefully get that. I'm going to try and keep this stream short because I did 9.5 hour stream yesterday. 5 fucking hours of which was talking about Xanderhal shit or whatever. I don't remember. Something like that. 4 hours, I don't know. Shadow Angel 09, can you send some energy from hell my way? Trying to mod New Vegas and really hoping it's stable. Good luck. All of the... there's a lot of extra energy shooting out, so just scoop it up, all right? Scoop that energy right up. When do you sleep and for how long? Well, last night I slept for like 8 hours or so. I just woke up and there was bullshit on my plate again. What I haven't gotten to do today is eat anything. So I will probably need to eat something, you know, as this goes on. We're definitely not doing a long one. Witch Night Melody says, I liked your soda tier list last night. That was fun to watch. It's actually crazy. Like 700 plus people stuck around for the soda tier list and we had a blast with it. Last night was a miracle. People saw last night for real just how awesome my content is outside of when I have to go to war. Which I'm always happy for because it's a proof of concept. We had 400 people watching after 9.5 hours while I was screwing around in Dark Souls 2. That's how sick it was. 9.5 hours, still 400 viewers. That's fucking game right there. Catherine Ray with the $5 says, Zan keeps auto-correcting to can, and honestly, it's very fitting because he has canned his career. Oh, he canned himself for sure. Absolutely perfect. Zan did something about him rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm guessing it's worse than I'm thinking. It's way worse than you're thinking. It's way worse than almost anyone's thinking unless you happen to watch my... Actually, it's even worse than all of you who watched my stream last night are thinking because I'm going to show you just how insane it got in December, okay? I'm going to tell you just how fucking nuts it got. All right. All right, let's get into this. It's time. Told you we were going to have a short warm-up. We have 1,050 people here. Wait a second. I lied. We have 1,050 people here and only 637 likes. It almost seems like you all don't want the truth to get out. You do know that early likes make sure that more people see the video, right? And I assume you all care about the truth and aren't lovers of the lie. So, like the stream, basically is what I'm saying. Like the stream, damn it. They can't handle the truth. These viewers, they can't handle it. Kitty Kisses says, Vosh, DM, and Zan have been my main source of lefty content lately. I'm not sure what Zan's thinking. He isn't thinking. What he's thinking is that he's invincible. What Zan is thinking is that he can do whatever he wants and say whatever he wants. He thinks that he will be insulated from that because he's convinced himself that he's God's gift to the earth. He's convinced himself that he is the little boy genius. But you'll see what type of person Zan really is. You'll see in just a minute. Paul M says this feels like Xan getting super desperate to try and protect his streaming career and take shortcuts to popularity. It's not a good route to take. He didn't need to protect his streaming career. He already had a streaming career. He's greedy. He's greedy and he's cruel. There's a reason. Will we be getting any Dark Souls tonight? No, I don't have the energy to do that. I streamed 9.5 hours yesterday. I have the energy to do this because I'm being fueled at the moment by pure rage and justice. Manic Jack says, I see 30K this month. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Dietrich. Thank you, Dietrich. I am aware there are people currently restreaming this stream. Hello. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, but you don't have to stop restreaming. Just make sure that all of your people come over and say hello, give a like, and subscribe. Aiko Rule says, I'm here for justice. Well, you're getting it. Retcon404 says, Demon Mama, yesterday was 2-minute cutscene, Demon Mama. Today is overdrive. We're limit breaking today. The limits are gone. The chains are off. Our damage will go through the roof and overkill for unimaginable amounts. We're gonna overkill bigly. And by that, I mean in the Final Fantasy sense, because this is exactly what Xanderhal has asked for. Ash3030 with the $5 says, there's a pattern of dangerous complacency I've noticed among commentary drama channels in particular. I feel like Xan has adopted that complacency and made it a part of him. Yes. It's great to see you, Aiko, by the way. Long time no see. Please do a recap of last night. I left your stream on while sleeping. The US streams are hard, even doing night shift in Europe. I'll do my best, Inca. Thank you for supporting the stream. Fuzzy Buzzy says, I paused drawing a commission, a special commission for this. No idea what's going on, but Xan has been rubbing me the wrong way lately. Lots of uneducated claims and cruelty. That would be great, Manic Jack. Okay. All right. Shadow Angel with the $2 says, unleash your strength. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's do this. My lovely, lovely imps. If you are here watching this right now, chances are you have already seen my previous video on the evolving nightmare situation with Xanderhal, another content creator on this strange and weird website. If you're watching this live, you may have been here last night. If you have not seen any of this, you should go watch the video. The video will be up on my channel and is currently up as a live stream VOD with beautiful timestamps that I recommend you go watch it because I talked about a lot of different things. Today, however, we have to talk about a little bit more. You see, for the last 7 months or so, actually almost 8 months now, me and many other people have been more or less satisfied to go our own path. Back in December, behind closed doors, in private, a bunch of horrible shit went down between me, Xanderhal, Xanderhal's editor, and a couple of our other mutual friends, and also the proprietor and leader of the platform on which we all stream, WhiteNervosa. And what went down was one of the most unhinged, selfish, and childish mental breakdowns that I have ever witnessed from Xanderhal. And all of us who are very close friends with him. And when I say very close friends, I'm going to summarize for those of you who haven't seen my previous discussion on this. I personally flew down to California and myself, because Xan doesn't drive, I drove Xanderhal all the way up the West Coast to his new home, helped him move out, helped him move in. I have helped taking care of Xan while he is sick. I have spoken to him when he is feeling down. I have talked him down out of panic situations. I have gone and done wellness checks on him. I have taken him to dinner. I have gone and done things. We are real world, actual friends. Were. And in December, he not only torched his relationship with me, he torched his relationship with Cherry, his editor, who was the lifeblood of his channel. And I need you to understand just how much of the lifeblood Cherry was. Cherry produced all of his episodes and outlines. Cherry edited all of his videos. Cherry took care of his finances to a great degree. Almost all of his financial paperwork was handled by Cherry in some way or another. His thumbnails were created by Cherry. His channel management was done by Cherry. What Xanderhal does is get on his TV, on his desk, and turn on the camera. That's what he does, okay? And Xanderhal, as I detailed last night, berated, abused, insulted, and took money from his own best friend and the lifeblood of his channel for somewhere in the ballpark of 3 years. Cherry had carried his channel. But it wasn't just that. It wasn't just Cherry. It was a bunch of other people that he freaked out on as well. He freaked out on WhiteNervosa. He freaked out on me. This is a very quick and short summary of the stuff that went down, but I highly recommend you go watch my longer stream where I go into all of this on detail and reply and explain how we got to this point. Because I'm not going to explain how we got to this point now outside of a very broad stroke. Okay? All of this shit went down in December. Okay? And when that went down, I talked to him in private. And I told him what I thought, which was that I thought that he was being out of line. I kept it very blunt, but kind. I was not mean to him. And he began to plot to burn me. Now, for a lot of people who aren't familiar with Xanderhal's language, or who might not be familiar with the language of weird drama internet spaces, when somebody says they're going to burn you, it means that they're going to do whatever they can to destroy your reputation and take down your channel. Okay? That's what he wanted to do. At that point, I said, I'm done. I am not going to associate with this person. I don't trust this person anymore. It's a real shame. My dog is barking downstairs. You could probably hear that. Anyway, yeah, Yodi's barking downstairs. Sorry about the barking. That actually cheers me up a little bit. Where was I? Sorry, dog distraction. She must be having a good time down there. Or maybe she's as agitated as I am. I don't know. Yeah, so at that point, I said that I don't trust this person anymore, which was a real shame because Xan was somebody that I treated as a friend, that I had traveled. You can actually go on my Shorts channel right now and you can watch us vlog our trip together, okay? It was really disappointing and it was hurtful. I felt like I had been discarded as a friend because I dared disagreed with him. And I'm going to show you the full extent, okay? But first, we have to do just a little bit of explanation, okay? We have to explain why I'm doing this stream today, like specifically. And that's because after my stream last night, Xanderhal decided to go live today. Now, I want to remind you all that at the end, or for if you haven't seen it, for the first time, at the end of my stream last night, I addressed Xanderhal as personally as I could. And I reminded him that all of us remember what he did and that he knows what he did. There is no way that he can deny what went down in December. But today he tried to do that. And I think the reason for that is because I believe he's come to think that he is invincible. I believe that he's come to think that he lives in a world that is without repercussion, that he lives in a world where he can say and do whatever he wants about anyone, even people who have been loyal to him, even people who have been true friends to him. I think that he thinks that he's created himself a little bubble where he's surrounded by little minions. And I think he's wrong about that. But ultimately, it's kind of going to be up to his community to decide whether or not he's wrong about that. Because if his community is willing to see the truth and look the other way, then I guess he's right. I guess he does have a little bubble of people who will listen to whatever he says, no matter how false it is. So let's watch him do it. Let's talk about it. Let's watch some of the clips from his stream today. Shall we? Let's get right into it. Here we go. This is the first clip from his stream today. This is a 2-minute and 40-second clip. So don't you dare claim that anyone's being clipped out of context. We got a 3-minute chunky clip here. Let's have a listen in Xan's own words to what he has to say.
According to Demon Mommy, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff. We also had a tendency to spam things at each other in all caps. The Walter White meme. Walter White in the car. Have you tried reaching out to Cherry, not on stream, to talk to her? I like, she blocked me out of nowhere. Like, the Cherry blocking me thing was for no reason, to be clear. Like, we were completely chill.
It's for no reason. Keep all of this in mind, okay? I'm gonna replay the beginning just so this is in your mind. I need you all to remember exactly what he said. We're gonna just replay this and then we'll continue the rest of the clip. Let's listen to that beginning part one more time.
According to Demon Mommy, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff. We also had a tendency to spam things at each other in all caps. The Walter White meme. Walter White in the car. Have you tried reaching out to Cherry, not on stream, to talk to her? Like, she blocked me out of nowhere. Like, the Cherry blocking me thing was for no reason, to be clear. Like, we were completely chill, and then out of nowhere, they just, like, say, I'm gonna block you before you block me, because at that very moment, Demon Mama was doing her stream. Like, it's...
That's a lie also, by the way. Small lie, but still a lie. I was not doing my stream at that moment. In fact, I know when Cherry blocked Xan, and it was after Xan blocked me, which I had just DM'd him, which was like a full day or more after my stream. He's just an idiot.
It's
and a
not
liar.
worth like giving attention to, because any like disagreements that Cherry had with me, they were fine with until Demon Mama called me out.
Wrong! You... Remember how I said? No. Let's continue. Let's continue.
And on top of that, like any unfinished like agreements or business stuff was already in the works of being dealt with and hashed out.
No, it was not, and I will prove it.
Cherry's just blocked me and like cut me off, so how am I supposed to do that? So, unfortunate. You already got clipped and is on Twitter using your non-response as a response? Of course, like, the fact that you guys in real time can witness me getting clipped dishonestly is all you need to see to know how they're playing this.
So real quick, do you think this is a dishonest clip? Does anybody watching think this is a dishonest clip? We started at the beginning of him talking about it, and he has now finished his statement and is moving on to another statement. You think this is a dishonest clip? Because I don't know how you could make an honest clip if this is a dishonest clip. But he loves to call everything a dishonest clip. It reminds me of serial liars. Now, he issued a lot of lies in this statement. And one of the ones that feels both like a deep lie and incredible stupidity is the idea that the people who were mad at him were okay with it. No one was okay with it. We all told him in December how out of line he was, excessively. We went above and beyond. Last night, we read WhiteNervosa's public thread at the time, stating clearly Just how not okay with it everybody was. See, what he's confusing with everybody being okay with it is people saying, that's it, we're done with Xan, and walking their own way. And he couldn't let it alone. He's been taking pot shots at all of us. He had it good. He doesn't even recognize that people took the high road and said, you know what, Xan? You were a fucking asshole, you were a fucking freak, but we want to move on with our lives. He couldn't take that. And now you understand why we're here. But let's continue, shall we?
Right? Like, just, it's not worth paying attention to. It's a very small bubble of people that are mostly relevant in a small...
Pay no mind to the abuse that I did to others and that I am now lying about. It's not worth paying attention to. Just keep giving me money for my stream so I can stream lazily from a mold-infested basement.
Bubble of Twitter, which is itself a shrinking bubble as well, that are very, very mad that I have the capacity to be the better person and just move on from petty bullshit like.
Just you wait. We got 30 seconds left and I'm gonna hit you with it.
This. People who want you to get like, have you ever been in a situation like this, chat? Just like, not even referring to like drama online or anything, but have you ever been in a situation where you just decided early on in like a disagreement with somebody that you are going to be above it? Like you're gonna be above, you're gonna take the high road. And you
taking the high road is taking pot shots at the people who said that they wanted nothing to do with you and haven't shot at you at all. I haven't taken shots at Xan. Vosh hasn't taken shots at Xan. Cherry hasn't even taken shots at Xan. But you know who has taken shots at all those people? Fucking Xan.
Taking the high road upsets the other person, and they desperately, desperately, desperately try to get you to take the low road and get down to their level. Yep. Yeah, I've seen that. Yep. Yeah. That is what's happening right now, and I am refusing to do it. I am refusing to take the bait.
The bait being confronting the truth of what you did while you lie excessively on your channel. Do you see why I am so fucking angry? Real quick, I just want to drive the point home. We're going to listen one more time real quick to this, okay? One more time at the beginning of this, and then I'm going to show you something.
According to Demon Mommy, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff. We also had a tendency to spam.
Okay? Me and Cherry would get angry and spam jokes at each other, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Let's take a look. Okay? Because it's time to get some receipts on board here. This is from November, okay? The beginning of this saga, all right? This is a message from Xanderhal to his own editor, Cherry, and I will be able to provide at the end of this a video of this recording, so there is no denying that these exist. I'm gonna read these out, but just know that for the near future, these are Xan's words, okay? Xanderhal says, on November 27th, 2023 at 7:21 p.m., okay, so I think that I'm fucked. Still no money and it does not show as pending in my bank account. The number was wrong, confirmed. The 4K went to some rando. It has to be stopped. Cherry, ASAP, emergency, fuck, homeless. I am now homeless, Cherry. Cherry, why? Answer now. Please, I'm gonna be homeless. Cherry. Cherry, V. I have never been paid by PV before, according to all my bank info. Not ever before. Cherry, answer now. I will be homeless starting tomorrow. Cherry. Okay, we're buying my ticket back to California now. Thank you for completely ghosting me tonight. I'll never forget it. Never. The only way for me to save me is for PV to pay me everything they owe me. I have never received a single payment, not one. I am fucked. I am fucked. Cherry, answer now. Cherry, you have fucking killed me. Why? Please just answer. Please, please, please answer now. I have messaged Brianna myself. When you are back online, we need to have a conversation about your future employment. If I am saved, it will be no thanks to you. I am fucked. It is your fault for not making sure they paid me. You swapped the fucking numbers and they weren't able to pay me because of that. Here's the email that shows that there was a slight typo. By the way, just for context, that issue was resolved very, very shortly. But let's continue. Not the 4K is on its way to some fucking guy now. I am waiting. I want you to know this is all of these occurred within approximately 40 minutes. Okay, this is now 8:09. I want you to know that if I have to fly to California tomorrow, I cannot bring my PC. I will not be able to afford your pay. Your job will not exist anymore tomorrow because you wouldn't message me back. This is still salvageable, but time is now slipping away, and if you're asleep and see this in the morning, it's already too late. I am now in hot water with Brianna because I look bad for having you handle this shit while I was busy. You were the one who got me to join PV. I told you I would be too busy to handle this stuff, and you said you would. I have now paid another $250 so my mom could reschedule her flight and extend her rental car for the week. My lease still ends in 25 hours, but I won't be stranded here without her when I get kicked out. I could have locked in this house hours ago if you were fucking awake to send me the W-9 and pay agreement from PV to verify my income. You fucking fuck. I would have had the place and been moved in by now, you motherfucker. You were the only person holding this whole process back, you fuck. If I end up being made homeless tomorrow because the place gets nabbed up by tomorrow and I'm stuck living with my abusive mom again and my fans ask why I'm back where I started, I will make sure that they know that it is because of you. Now that is one, okay? That is one of many blow-ups that Xanderhal had starting in November and proceeding into December, okay? Him screaming and blaming everything on Cherry, things that were often immediately resolved, him flipping out. Now there's another little piece of context that I can provide here that won't be reflected in these DMs, which is the fact that the reason why Cherry didn't pick up in the course of 30 minutes is because Cherry was sleeping after having just pulled an all-nighter for Xanderhal, editing his videos because Xanderhal was previously freaking out and saying that the channel was going to die because he was having trouble recording content because of a bunch of bullshit that happened with his move, which was his fault. Xerox 13ster says, Jesus Christ, I came for a nuke and Demon Mama dropped the fucking Tsar Bomba. We haven't even gotten started yet. Can you believe it? Because we haven't even started yet. Now, I'm gonna show you a video, okay? Real quick. Just real quick, I want you to know that these DMs are real. So I'm gonna show you a screen recording that was taken of these DMs. Just so we can have the proof here, the facts, the incontrovertible facts of the situation. Let me just bring this up real quick, and we can watch it together. Ready? Here we go. Hey, look, there's him freaking out, swearing, screaming, insulting, degrading, threatening Cherry. Look at that. Look, we even censored out the private information of others. Look at that. Here's all the calls that they had in the following days, repeated calls, Cherry trying to call and make sure. Now keep in mind, I need you to be aware of one thing, which is that Xanderhal was not in extreme financial danger, and Xanderhal was berating his employee, who he repeatedly had issues paying. Xanderhal has a channel, a Patreon, a bunch of different pieces of income that brings him money, which Cherry does not have. Despite the fact that Cherry, as a friend and as a very hard worker, because keep in mind, Cherry wasn't just an employee. Cherry was a friend who became an employee. They were working on this together. And when I say became an employee, I mean an employee that did everything for Xan, okay? The channel would not have existed if it wasn't for Cherry. Now, I want you to tell me real quick. I want you all, before we move on to the next stuff, because there's a lot more, okay? I want you to tell me if you think what Xan said here is the truth, or if it's a damn dirty lie. Tell me.
According to Demon Mommy, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff.
Have you ever had a friend talk to you like that? Ever? Let alone a boss? Is that what a friend argument looks like? Now here is a little, I got another one that's relevant to this, okay? So in just a few days later, actually I should say just 2 weeks later, approximately, on December 17th of 2023, approximately 2 weeks after this berating, exploding event happened, here is a conflict between Cherry and Xan. Cherry says, "You probably won't even pay me this month." Xanderhal responds, "Why do you think I won't pay you?" Xan says, "Tell me why you think I can't and how it makes me bad." Notice the manipulative language already being used there? Cherry says, "You didn't last month." Xan says, "Why? Say it. Why couldn't I pay you? And how does that reason make me an asshole? I'm gonna get evicted at the end of this month at this rate, Cherry. We have not made enough money. I cannot change that." This was him 2 weeks later, after cooling down, okay? After he got his money resolved, okay? 2 weeks later. And he's still trying to blame Cherry for it and hold it over Cherry's head. For his channel, his income. This is his money that he made Cherry take care of. And he says, "Oh, it's your fault because you did it wrong." If he didn't have the money to pay Cherry, then he should have said, "We're pausing content for now, or I'll edit myself." Or he could have done something that a real human would do, which is that they would say, "Listen, we're hitting some financial high ground. Do you mind if I pay you in the future? I'm extremely sorry." Okay? Now you'll notice there's nowhere here is there an apology for him actually not paying the person who is doing literally everything for his channel. Not only is there not an apology, he's saying it's Cherry's fault. Okay? I want to show you something else, okay? This is a progression. This is 3 days after that incident, okay? 3 days later, this is a conversation between Cherry and Xan. Cherry says, "I have been your #1 supporter for 2.5 years. I'm worried that if I don't agree to this, you're going to hurt me." This is where we start the discussion around the so-called nuke. Xanderhal says, "I'm not Keffels." Cherry says, "You talk about wanting people to die a lot." Xanderhal says, "A lot of people need to die, to be fair." Cherry says, "Yeah." Xanderhal says, "We're still friends, right? Like you want to see my dog and stuff." So we're going to take a little pause, okay, before we go to the next bit. Because what I have coming up next, let me just tell you. But let's listen to Xan for a minute, because I want to hear how Xan describes things. I want to hear Xan's words for a second. More of his words, but his words right now, when he's in the public and he thinks, you know, and when he doesn't have the truth, you know, around him, when he can just sort of bend things to his will. Let's listen to what Xan had to say today. And by the way, here we go, just so you know, just in case he tries to claim that this is a bad faith clipping, this is a 4.5 minute clip. 4.5 minutes. Let's see if you can tell me where this is a bad faith clip. Okay? Let's see it. Let's listen.
They're doing the same thing that Keffels did. Well, they're not. It's, for one, they're defending Keffels, the people going after me. But on top of that...
Oh, yeah? We're defending Keffels. That's a real weird thing. That's really weird. It almost seems like he's trying to create an alternate reality. It's honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest, it's very Trumpian. These are communists. They hate America. These are Keffels lovers. You don't understand. They love Keffels.
They are doing the thing Keffels did, where they accuse me of being, like, immature, childish, drama-obsessed. All the while, I'm just doing my own thing, doing my own content, uploading my own videos, ignoring them, and they're screaming, "He's so obsessed with drama! He can't help himself!" It's like... So as long as I just don't get...
Damn, he really thought that was a zinger. He really thought that was a killer. Bro, oh, the cringe.
Involved, I mean, it just kind of proves itself. Sorry to bring up more drama, but someone said on Twitter that you didn't pay Cherry. Yeah, that was the new drama of the day. I'm imagining that as days go by and this continues to not get anywhere because they're just making shit.
Not getting anywhere, huh? I don't know, right now we have about 3 or 4 times your peak concurrent viewers of your stream watching the truth be exposed right now. And in the coming days, I'm sure that all of the people in this chat are gonna spread this far and wide, as they should. We'll see. We'll see. Let's take a gamble on that, Xan. You think this is gonna go nowhere?
Up about me. They're just gonna continue to make more and more insane claims. But for those that don't know, I really don't want to shit talk Cherry, because, like, I don't even really like talking about Cherry all that much because they're not really a public figure. But when Cherry first started working for me, I was in the midst of a strike on YouTube. It was actually, like, I think my 22nd birthday. Like, I got a strike from YouTube for my 22nd birthday.
I see what he means.
And at the time, I was doing a live-streamed Minecraft event of Tropicraft. And Cherry was in my DMs after that event asking to work for me as an editor.
Oh, damn,
for free,
weird how that works.
so that
Weird how it's always on his birthday. Everything bad always happens on his poor birthday. It's on my birthday. This is the kind of thing that only a true stupid child thinks is compelling. Like, just tell me right now, real quick, just give me a show of hands in chat. Do you think it's compelling when someone tries to excuse their rotten behavior by constantly invoking their fucking birthday? Do you think so? Just let me, yes or no. Let me know in chat.
They could have the editor work for me as, like, a thing on their resume because they might want to pursue future, deeper, like, editing work for bigger institutions, bigger whatever, right? And I was like, well, I can't really afford to pay an editor, and I don't like the idea of having an editor. Because at the time, you gotta remember, I was with Lonnie, and she was pilfering money from my accounts. So I really didn't have money to pay an editor. So I was like, I don't like that idea, but maybe you can ask me some other time when things are a little better, but I'm in the midst of a strike, and I'm not in a good place financially. Cherry's like, no, it's fine. You can pay me when you're able to. I was like, okay. And so that's what we did.
That makes Cherry look good, and you look like an unappreciative asshole. It's crazy, right? Let's think back. Do we all remember the fuck, you fucking fuck, it's your fault? You're the one who's ruined me. I'll tell everyone that it was you who ruined me. And now Xan's retelling the beginning as if it makes him look good. Cherry said, look, bro, I believe in your show. I believe in what you have. I'll work until you can pay me, okay? You can pay me in the future. This demonstrates, by the way, that Cherry is abundantly kind, abundantly patient, abundantly generous, and was in it for the love of Zan's show.
We started and for like...
Xerox says Zan's content got 1,000 times better when Cherry was on board. Yeah, because it's Cherry's content, functionally. Cherry planned everything for him. Gives him a little file that tells him how to do, what he needs to do each day. He fucking slogs himself out of bed, maybe showers if we're lucky, maybe wipes his ass.
The first 3 months or so, Cherry edited pretty minor, like not a ton of stuff.
Oh, Cherry, we haven't got to that one quite yet. But just for the future note, everybody. Cherry says, I'm not sticking around right now, but I want to clarify. Zan claims he paid for my tooth surgery. I literally yesterday scheduled my appointment to get that surgery done. He's either lying or trying to confuse it for a completely different time when he helped me once with my bills. Good to know. We'll keep that in mind for when he brings it up. Wolfgar says, Zan is currently talking to some YouTuber named RK Live. Who's RK? Who is this person? Oh, this is Ethan. This is his employee. This is his goddamn employee. Who cares? This is Mad Cope. Yeah, who would have thought when Zan goes, Igor, quickly, we're having a crisis. I said on stream a bunch of lies and that this wouldn't go anywhere. Quickly, Igor, let's go. We need to make some propaganda quickly. And then Igor was like, yes, Xanderhal, yes.
If you can go back and look at how
Banana papaya.
frequent the uploads were back then, and you can see, okay, so that's how much like Cherry was doing. And then as soon as things started to steady out and the strike went away and income kind of recovered from the suppression YouTube puts on your channel, I just immediately started paying Cherry, and it started at $1,500 a month. Mind you, there were no bills or anything for them to pay. And on top of that, I didn't just pay for, like, just salary to Cherry. I also paid for things when it was, like, an emergency, kind of out of pocket. Most notably, the thing that comes to mind right away is there was a problem with Cherry's tooth, probably, I think, a molar, that was bothering them pretty...
So this is just not true. He did not pay for this tooth. Cherry just came in to confirm that this is not the case. And in fact, yeah, so he's just a liar.
Frequently. I don't know if you guys have ever had like jaw or tooth pain, like an infection or something. It's apparently awful. Very bad. Like, it's apparently miserable.
Hey, by the way, it's really funny how he's trying to flex how nice of a person he is, and yet he seems to totally forget all the times that Cherry fronted money for him, that I fronted money for him, that I drove down and helped him, that fucking Vosh fronted money for him. This guy's had his ass saved 1,000 times, and now he's like, oh yeah, I helped my employee with a bill once. That makes it okay for me to scream and berate them. Cherry's pronouns are she, they, yes.
And so I think I paid for all of the procedure, if I'm not mistaken. And I would love to bring up logs of this, but after just randomly messaging me on my like, out of nowhere, mind you, me and Cherry have been friendly for months and months. Out of nowhere, when Demon Mama starts her birthday stream on me, Cherry sends me an angry message, says I'm blocking you before you can block me, as if I was gonna block Cherry, and then sends Balth, my friend, a message saying, I understand if you hate me after this, like very cryptically, like, I understand if you hate me after this, but I have nothing against you, and then follows it up with, never mind, you're cucked. I saw you lie about Demon Mama by saying she threw Zan under the bus during the Keffels drama. And so I think that's what led to these claims. Mind you, there's definitely a couple months from when Cherry first started working for me that I insisted I owe Cherry for. And Cherry's always been like, no, it's okay, get to it when you want, I'm like, listen, I'm paying you back for that. But that was literally agreed to. Like, there's nothing scandalous here. And I'll still pay Cherry back if they want to, like, unblock me and be like, hey, can you, like, send me $200 for something? I don't know. I can chip away. I can chip away at it. They're doing the same...
All right. We're going to take a moment now. You all heard that, right? Okay, you heard him. This is how he characterizes it all. Now, of course, we know the truth. But that's what he looks. He thinks he's the hero here. He admits he hasn't paid Cherry yet. Yeah, he admits he hasn't paid Cherry yet. Yeah, it's interesting. Right? Fascinating, right? He owes his employee fucking money. And it's not the first time he hasn't paid Cherry money also, because we saw the clips, the evidence of him admitting that he didn't pay in fucking November either. Yeah, it's been 7 months. What do you mean chip away? Notice how he was like, I was happy to just let it be. Of course you were happy to let it be. You owed money to somebody. You fucking abused somebody. Of course you were okay to let it be. We were the ones who took the high road, you fuck. Real quick, we're just gonna take a small breather here. This is a perfect opportunity for us to take a small breather, okay? One second, real quick. We're just gonna get this up and going. Okay, those are in the right order. Part number 1. All right, let's get number 2. Okay. Sorry, I just needed to take a moment here. Okay. Let's add one more. Okay. Let me just send these tweets real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me show you what I'm working on here. Okay? Here are my tweets with the receipts included. We are going to add another one on in just a few minutes for you all to take your eyes at and behold. Okay? Reed tried to take the high road with Xanderhal TV. Today, he explicitly lied about the abuse he knows happened in December. Here are the receipts of him berating and threatening his own friend and editor, Cherry. Sorry. And here are the first 4 of the screenshots. And then in the second tweet, continued receipts of Xanderhal's derangement and abuse in December towards his friend and employee. Here we have them. Okay? Now, why won't it let me post all? Am I boomeranging for some reason? I'm not actually sure why it won't let me post them, but... Oh, it's because I have a blank third tweet. How do I get rid of that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. boomered out. It's okay. Now you all can just see how far it is, okay? Here we go. Let's add this one here. We got to rearrange these real quick. There we go. So those are in the correct date order. All right, those have gone up. We have now released those to the public. Here you are. If you want to go take a look with your own eyes, here you go. There, you can go take a look with your own eyes right there. We're going to be adding to this thread, so keep this, keep it clear. Keep your eyes open, okay? Because now we need to talk about another thing that happened, okay? Now, you all will recall, of course, that I mentioned that this was not the only incident of deranged abusive behavior, that this was a recurring incident that many of us were privy to, okay? That we tried to talk him down, that we went and did, I personally went and did, tried to do wellness checks on him, that we did our absolute best to try and calm him down off the edge, in addition to everything that we talked about in my last stream, which honestly, maybe I should just read. In fact, no, you know what? For conciseness sake, just so that we have the whole thing here, I'm just gonna bring up the WhiteNervosa thread real quick. Give me just a second here. I want us to read that again so you understand the context in which all of this actually happened. Okay? Let me just grab that real quick. Here we go. We're gonna put it in here for good measure, just because I want to be thorough. I want you to understand just how far this all went. Okay, so just a little bit of a quick review. This will be new for people who weren't here last night. This is WhiteNervosa's thread from December 28 of 2023. This was the thread that was the last resort. This was a thread that occurred around the time that Xan threatened, said that he was gonna burn me to mutual friends. This was after all of this shit had been going down, after we'd been trying to talk him down, after he was freaking out, threatening, berating people in his life. Let's just take a look, shall we? Wait, did I tag the wrong Xanderhal? No! There's two Xanderhals? No, I didn't. No, I tagged Xanderhal! What the fuck? That's evil. I need to purchase blue. Wait, if you purchase blue and you edit? Shit, there's only 91 likes on it. Okay, hold on, I'm deleting them and reposting them. We're taking the hit. We're taking the hit and reposting. Hold on a second. We're gonna make this right. Got. Hold on a second, I'm deleting and reposting. Fixing this before it gets too far out of hand. Is it, wait, hold on. Oh, it's because he has me blocked, that's why. Is it at Xanderhal TV? Someone tell me. Someone tell me. Is it at Xanderhal TV? Quickly. That's one for live stream fails. Hit me with the live stream fails. I don't care. The truth that I'm dropping today, I don't even care. I can take it. You should make fun of me. I boomered out. We can have a laugh together. The good thing about me is I can take a great joke. I tagged the parody account because he blocked me already. All right, we got Xanderhal TV. All right, let's do this and I'll repost it. All right, and you guys can all redo it, okay? Give me a second here. I'll redo it. We'll make things right. See? We can fix things. Things can be fixed. Maybe not for Xanderhal. I think shit's over for him. There we go. All right, we fixed it. We fixed it. Here you go. Corrected. Corrected. I got owned by technology. All right. So, we have one more thing to do, okay? And then we're going to move on to the real meat of this, okay? All right? Cuz I have I've been saving the best for last. There we go. Thank you for fixing my silly mistake. All right, let's hear him for himself before we go to the final thing.
Not to mention, I've got multiple people, including my current editor, that can back this up, because...
This is, oh, your current editor. Your current editor who is a total toady for you, your personal friend and your employee. Wow, your current editor? Wow. Just so that we're clear, this is a 3-minute clip in case he tries to claim this is out of context. Let's go.
Because Ethan and Cherry talked in depth about handing off the work of editing between each other, and there was all an agreement there about how, because I have to pay my current editor, who actually has like rent and bills and like a house and like a person, like a girlfriend as well to support, that I have to like pay my current editor a living wage, and I'll pay like the last half of a month of editing that Cherry did for me up until the Keffels drama. The last half of, what is it, December, November, whenever the Keffels drama happened, I'll pay them back that when I can, but I haven't been able to yet because I gotta pay two living wages. One of my...
Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! It's all me! It's me! I'm so problematic!
Current editor and one to me, and they blocked me before I...
I'm such the victim!
Could, so... I mean, I might still be able to send it to him, though, actually. How fucking Chad would that be, though? Because I still have Cherry's Discord. I can still send it. Dude, how fucking Chad would that be if even after all this shit...
How Chad would it be for you to pay money that you owed, that you tried to weasel your way out in a shitty contract while somebody was doing work for free? How fucking Chad? How stupid are you? How fucking stupid are you? Do you have an actually broken brain? You fucking slimy weasel shit!
And all the pettiness, I still send the half a month of editing. Well, to be fair, there was very few uploads, but still, I still count it as half a month of editing work that I consider myself to owe Cherry, by the way. I just still do that anyway. Like, a month or two from now, like, the drama's died down. There's no reason to do it anymore. I still send it.
There's no reason to do it anymore. A true, pathetic, childish, arrogant moron.
I feel like I should, because I always pay people back. Like, whenever I get a loan from somebody or borrow money, anybody else get that feeling where when you owe someone money, you cannot relax? Doesn't matter when, where, or what situation you're in or what you're doing, you cannot relax.
Oh, and yeah, Zan, I bet you haven't been playing any video games. I bet you haven't been laying around and smoking weed. I bet you haven't been chatting in your Minecraft servers.
Can't borrow money in the first place either. Like, it's like the worst feeling in the world. Like Walter White, like trying to get money from Gretchen Elliott. You just can't do it. It's too much to your...
Did he just compare himself to Walter White?
Is me. Like, my pride is heavily bruised.
Danny with the fact check. Danny says he claims that there weren't uploads in December. There were 29 uploads in the month of December. Yep, turns out he just lies about everything because he knows he's fucking cooked. I told you last night, and I'll tell you again, he knows exactly what happened. He's lying to you, he's lying to everyone. And we're about to hit him.
When I have
with the real
currently
truth.
Owed anybody anything. And so the idea that I would do that, like, it's insane. You can ask anybody who knows me. It's like, to call doing that Chad, though, I mean, to be honest, like, the equivalent of what's happened here is, like, your friend says...
Look at his chat. It would be Giga Chad. This would be Giga Chad. It would be Giga Chad. It would be Giga Chad. Very Giga Chad. Yarp, 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 or.
hey, you owe me for that dinner we had the other night. Yeah, all good. And then that friend, like, gets into a fight.
I made a Minions joke before, but I unironically think that the Minions have more independence than this. At least the Minions got their own little movie.
You like a while later and cuts you off, and it's like, do I really still owe that friend money? You know what? I'm still
Yes! They did work for you! You made money off of their work, you fucking piece of shit! Yes, you do! Not only that, you owe them an apology! You owe them groveling at this point! You made money, profit, and they got nothing except for abuse from you. Yes!
to give them the money I owe them anyway.
Now you grovel!
Like, that's respectable. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't do that, even if it's the right thing to do, you know? It's true, Xanderhal.
Yeah, anarchist, sock dem, liberal Xanderhal here. Do I really owe someone money if they upset me after they did literal years of work, some of which I openly admit was unpaid? Multiple months when it was hard for me and they kept working?
Does not like owing peeps money. I do not. I don't even like taking a service or anything from people without payment, because then I got that rumble in my tumble all the time of like, I owe someone something. My debts are not paid. Not to mention, I've got...
All right, everybody. I've had enough of his bullshit. Haven't you? I want to show you. I want to show you just how far it got, okay? Just so you understand, okay? Truly how far it got, okay? Let me just get these open real quick. These were screenshots taken in the midst of this drama, in the midst of him wanting to nuke Keffels over a fight that he started, okay? All right? And I want you to understand, when all of us, when me, Cherry, WhiteNervosa, and everyone else tell you that Xanderhal had lost his goddamn mind, was freaking out on everyone, this should be the definitive proof for you, okay? I'm serious. And if none of the other things are convincing for you, I hope this will be. Let's take a look. From December 17th, 2023. I hate all of them, Cherry. I want all of them to die. I would kill Keffels in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even shoot her. I'd beat her to death with the gun. Cherry says, you're not in a good mental state. Xanderhal replies, I will kill her. What's her address? I want her address. I want to know where she's at. Cherry says, she's in Ireland. It's not public. Please stop. You're spiraling. Xander says, someone has to die for this. I will never be happy until someone has died for this. Ideally, Keffels. Cherry says, Xan, her career is going to die. And it gets worse. Xanderhal says, and Velvet. And her fucking orbiters. I have to kill her. Really kill her. Really stop her heart. Cherry says, Xan, fucking stop. Calm down. Stop. Stop. Please. And Xan says, okay. Okay. Now I'm going to let you just marinate with those for a second as I post these receipts. Here you are. Those have been released to the public. There you have it. Now, I have to tell you about something else that I cannot provide a receipt for, okay? And this is in the same thread of this, but unfortunately this happened over a voice call, but I hope that you will understand when I tell you this one, I have to, this one, I can't prove that this one happened. You're just gonna have to believe in my accounting of the events, and this is my accounting of the events, okay? As they were told to me in December, okay? But I hope that what I provided here will prove to you what I'm talking about. This one I don't have a receipt for because this one occurred over a voice call with Cherry, which I obviously could not have a recording of, and neither could Cherry in this particular case. And that is that at around this time, Xanderhal was screaming expletives at Cherry, was threatening to kill himself, and was threatening to kill his own family members with a gun that he owns. Now, at that point in time, I was dispatched to go attempt to do a wellness check on him. And both myself and my partner climbed in the car and drove over to where the address that he had provided to Cherry. As it turns out, he had provided an incorrect address to Cherry. And we didn't know this, so we waited there at the wrong address that he had provided to Cherry, hoping to be able to do a wellness check on him. Now, thankfully, shortly after that, he seemed to have calmed down. He went to lunch with his mother and seemed almost as if it never had happened at all. Later that night, he was freaking out again. And we went and checked again. And we found out that this was the wrong address and that he had not provided the correct address to Cherry. Now, of course, in neither of these circumstances did he actually engage in any violent behavior, thankfully. But he did indeed threaten this behavior towards people on his team and in his friend group. This, of course, occurred in addition to his recorded threatening of Keffels and her friends. By name, explicitly asking for docs. Now, in both cases, he did indeed calm the hell down. But it took a lot of work from the people close to him. I do not believe that any of these were real threats, okay? I don't think that he was actually ever once threatening to do violence, okay? And the reason why I believe that is because nothing even remotely close to it ever happened. What I believe he was trying to do was to control others. And this is precisely why the friendships with his editor, with the proprietor of his website, with myself, and with many others ended. Because we were tired of being subjected to his insanity. We were tired of being subjected to his abuse, which he is now denying on the internet. For real? Is this for real? Can you get me? I need a clip of that, Mr. Unfamiliar. Is that true? You are now familiar with the entire reason why everyone said, we're done with Xan, we're out of here. Why everyone said, if this guy can fucking go do his own thing, we don't care. If this asshole wants to go play Minecraft and yell about Joe Biden, whatever. But nobody wanted to associate with him anymore. Nobody trusted him anymore. Now you know exactly why. Remember how I told you in my last stream, which goes way more into detail on everything that happened? Now, I realize I said we were going to read the WhiteNervosa stream, or the WhiteNervosa thread, and we're going to do that now, just so that we're clear, just so that all of our bases are covered and you understand the full context. Here we go. Let's go through this just so we have everything contained here. This was WhiteNervosa's thread from December 28th, shortly after all of the events that I just showed you happened. WhiteNervosa says, I do quite dislike drama, but we are here. Thread. Xanderhal's emotional manipulation and outright abuse are the reason I got directly involved. I frankly do not care and have described the situation as two arslers fighting. After causing multiple emotional breakdowns, allow me. Xan's apology stream was an hour of the shoe drama to establish he's a victim. By the way, this what WhiteNervosa is referring to here is the drama that Xanderhal was freaking out about. Okay? The drama that drove him to saying insane things in order to try to manipulate Cherry. And what he wanted to manipulate Cherry to do, he wanted to manipulate Cherry to release information that was not yet ready to be released, that was not yet able to be fully verified and not yet able to be released safely. Xan's apology stream was an hour of the Shu drama to establish he's a victim. He says staying friends with Shu isn't a problem. The problem is the flippant disregard for what Shu did. This is talking about the drama. He never shows where Keffals did this. Xanderhal tried to get permission to leak someone else's DMs between them and Keffals. They said no. He proceeded to emotionally abuse and manipulate them until they had multiple breakdowns. I told him that I'd raise the issue with White Forest and we would possibly drop him if he did not get consent to release those. He justifies by saying that they were a complicit asshole. I witnessed this behavior myself. I saw this with my own eyes. He says that it was blackmail and that this is what he means. The nuke, quote unquote, that he has on Keffals is overwhelmingly private statements and not public behavior, ignoring the stuff not involving Keffals at all in it. On the other hand, he told multiple people if he isn't able to leak someone else's DMs to make the haters eat their words, he would delete all social media on December 22nd, 2023. This is another threat that he made to us and his employees, saying, I'm just gonna delete everything then. You just want me to delete everything. Fine, I'll disappear. I'll delete my channel. I'm deleting it tomorrow. That call, I said that it would be a better choice than violating someone else's consent to own the haters. That call is recorded. It is up to WhiteNervosa if WhiteNervosa decides to release that call recording, but that call was recorded. The busy week we had prior to the stream on December 27th was him playing video games to escape. I tried with two others to talk him down. He left abruptly. One person concluded he was bluffing. They were correct. I'm not rolling in the mud with this, and I will simply release receipts without comment if he contests any of this information. Which is where I am as well at a very different point in time. Mind that he cannot simply stop talking to someone. He must publicly attempt to drag them and have the crowd follow. Is this not exactly what is happening now? Is that not exactly what's happening? In my last stream, last night, I proved that he was doing this. That all the way back in May, he was trying to shit talk me about this specific situation. That he was trying to drag my name in the mud. When I hadn't said shit about him, we went our own way after his insane behavior. I was ready to move on with my life for real. We showed that clip with the date and everything. To quote Xan, for the safety of those involved, I won't release it. He is entirely aware and simply does not care. To call him a selfish man-child would ignore the malicious abuse. His lack of care to the point that he would leak DMs to hurt someone else to spite others. And here is the screenshot of that. WhiteNervosa says, hi there, Xan. I want to make it known to everyone here now that there was no talk, blank, and I about your site status. We had a call today that was not recorded where I explicitly told you that you should wait. Nothing would be held against you and you should get blank's consent to leak DMs. Within a few hours, you changed your mind in a call that was just recorded. You justified leaking because blank was a complicit asshole. In response, I said if you leak it without consent, you'd be dropped. Keep in mind that the complicit asshole was somebody who was severely worried about being doxxed. You've since accused of blackmail to blank. That is where we are at this moment. Sorry, Xanderhal says, sorry, not blackmail, but threatening my income. It worked. I'm just gonna drop the whole Keffels thing. He didn't. I see how it is. I got the message. Even at this point, at this degree, he was still going. Hey, Velvet, I'm sorry you had to get involved on this. And he says they did not. Okay, good. That's why I didn't read that out loud. That's why I didn't read that out loud. Velvet says I wasn't going to say shit. I'm sorry that you had to get involved in this. For what it's worth, none of us thought that he was saying anything real. It was an untreated mental breakdown that he was completely unwilling to own. He didn't do anything. He literally just sat in his basement playing Minecraft. So, yeah, we didn't feel there was any need to make people scared for no reason when he was just fucking saying whatever. And when I say he was saying whatever, he was screaming shit at Cherry. He was screaming shit all over the place. He was dumping up his garbage. We showed the one with Mango, right? Where Mango said, hey, buddy. And then he was like, I bet that Cherry is shit-talking me all over the internet right now. He was completely out of his mind. And unfortunately, he can't own when he fucks up. He can't own when he was out of line. He can't own any of this. Key and the Astronomer says, I just checked Zan's YouTube. His videos from that time, half of all of the videos marked 7 months ago would be very roughly about 200,000 views worth of unpaid labor. Yep. So I hear that he's making some statements real quick. Can anybody give me the link where he is currently trying to defend himself? I'd like to just, before we wrap this up, I'd like to just see with my own eyes what he's trying to say right now. Danny, thank you. Let's take a look. Cherry lied, Demon Mama cried. Do I look like I'm fucking crying, you motherfucker? Does this look like fucking tears to you?
Like, this is not an honest, like, I'm coming forward about what I went through type thing.
Oh, so he's trying to release the nuke 7 months late after everybody already did the work to talk about it, after everybody already did the work to go through everything, verify everything. What does he think he's gonna get here?
The dumps over the Keffels stuff, particularly because at the time, I don't want to get super into health stuff, but
let's
my
watch
mom's
this real quick.
going through some health things, and she's visiting me both for my birthday and to get some minor surgery.
Here, let's do this. Watch this. Bam.
I'm far more prepared for getting lied about and slandered. I mean, I've gone through this several times before, famously, but...
yeah, it's still his birthday. It's his second birthday, guys.
I feel like I've kind of gotten inoculated to it a lot more at this Fool's drama. At this point, I would have been like, like freaking out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I would absolutely love to see. Demon Mama hasn't shown much on stream. The TLDR of what she's shown was you having a breakdown on Cherry because,
Do you agree with that?
which is something Cherry
Do we agree with that, chat?
to me. It went and deleted her messages to avoid it being shown.
Breaking down about money was Cherry's like weekly routine.
Yeah, exactly. So then couple that with, she then shows you saying that you wish to harm Keffels. Obviously, you said more than that.
Velvet, you can hit me up on Discord. Just add me on Discord. We'll talk.
But I can't say that verbally because of YouTube reasons, right? Which I honestly do not think is the most unreasonable thing for a person to say in private to their friend during a mental breakdown about a person.
You didn't characterize it as a mental breakdown. You characterized it as random friend stuff. You were screaming and abusing Cherry. You did this multiple times. You slimy piece of shit. Notice his minion saying all of this for him.
To be clear here, to be very, very clear here, if you think
He didn't see it as a breakdown then either. He defended himself. He's defended himself for 7 months. When we watched a clip from May, he was still defending himself. Now all of a sudden it's a breakdown.
like venting angrily and being like, I hope this motherfucker dies, like in Minecraft. Like if you think that's like
What are you trying to show me there, comrade girl? Just what do you have? What are you trying to show me? I don't know what you're trying to say.
unreasonable doing that in private with a friend about someone who's like an awful
A doxer, a mocker of rape victims, and a person who is trying to destroy his livelihood. It wasn't as if he was making these threats to that person or in public. It was obviously not looking great.
To be clear, Keffels also, or Demon Mama also knew that Keffels was scamming the 100K.
Oh, Demon Mama was aware of all this?
All this shit. I sent all these screenshots to Demon Mama, and I told her about all this in call, and she was encouraging me not to release it, because if I did so, it would be a violation of Cherry's privacy. So this shit is good. This shit...
You little shit. You little fucking shit.
It goes back.
I love how only with someone like Keffels can you see people defending someone like lashing out at a oh my god, this is so silly. Let's see if Demon Mama's willing to even have a conversation.
It goes back.
Like that's gonna cause a lot of echo. Yeah, I mean, I'm just willing to talk about it.
Yeah, I know you're willing to talk about me. You watching now? You paying attention?
Oh, don't raid Demon Mama's chat, by the way. I saw someone in the chat say, "Imagine."
Oh, I mean, there's no point to.
I feel like they might. I don't think they're they might be from here, but I didn't.
All right, so you're watching now. I'm glad that you're paying attention now that we've established that. You are a fucking liar, and you know you're a liar, Zan. There's no way out of this for you. There was ways out of it for you in the past. You can throw around whatever piddling bullshit you want, but at this point, you fucked yourself. You have fucked yourself. You have fucked everyone around you for months, and now you have fucked yourself. Now you've got your little minion sitting here streaming a little defense stream for you. Guess what? While you've got 94 people listening to your mad cope, we have nearly 2,000 people listening right now and seeing the truth of your behavior. The behavior that you explicitly lied about. Genuinely unbelievable. It's incredible that you would try and spin this as anything other than your madness. Everyone who was involved in that situation knows exactly why we didn't want you to drop the nuke, exactly the way that you acted about it like a fucking piddling baby, because you swore your career was gonna be over from a fight you started if we didn't let you put other people in danger. And now you're gonna try and downplay everything that you said. Well, guess what? Hey, everybody who's watching, all of you guys watching, tell me real quick, just real quick, explain this shit, okay? Tell me how you explain this. Tell me how you explain Xanderhal explicitly asking for docs of Keffels, explicitly saying he's going to kill people involved with Keffels, and then refusing to even acknowledge that. I didn't drop these yesterday. He replied to my stream yesterday saying, none of this happened. There wasn't abuse. Everything we talked about was just two friends. It was just two friends. That's not what just two friends talking looks like. That's a psychotic breakdown. Yeah, it was a heated gamer moment. It was insanity. They're not even watching. They can't even watch. They can't even actually show their audience. Look at this. I've got it flowing live right now. They've got it paused while they fucking yap. Yap, yap, yap. Quipit says, this is pathetic. You refuse to listen to. I just listen. What do I have to listen to? What do I have to listen to here? Huh? My cards have been on the table since the beginning. There ain't nothing to say about me. He could have been fine to let it go. If he could take a fucking joke after he said a bunch of shit about people, my birthday boy stream was just me roasting him a little bit over his Biden takes after he'd been taking shots at me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're delusional. You're in a brainwashing zone. Kara Alexandra says, hey guys, coming in from Xanderhal's chat, the thread on Twitter is genuinely a bad look. You don't want to drag yourself down to hell defending a manipulative abuser. You want to know what Xanderhal could do right now? You want to know what Xanderhal could do right now? He could apologize to everyone that he freaked out on. And guess what? While his reputation for being dishonest might not recover, people would probably forgive him. He could move on and be just fine, but he had to keep going with this shit. He wanted a nuke. Here's his fucking nuke. He hassled all of us about this nuke. And I've been honest about it from the very get-go. When it comes to the whole Keffel situation, there were things that I knew in December. There were things that I didn't know in December. There were things that had not been verified in December. He wants to get into VC and talk about what? And talk about what? Yeah, crunching summit. So let me see here. What do they want here? Let's just listen in real quick. Damn, this is some
Very
classic
tight clique of people that
Let's hear.
anybody that like pisses them off, right?
Move on
And that's
be
what
just
I've done.
fine.
I've pissed
But
them
he had
off.
to keep going with
And
this
so
shit. It's a very tight clique. What are you talking about? You were in the friend group. You fucking screamed at everyone, you dumbass.
They're going to do everything in their power to try to go after me. The truth is, though, I mean, I'm gonna keep on that grind. For the most part, this sphere is it seems pretty
That wasn't from the DM community, you snake? Who else would it be? I am a 300 subscriber nobody. Do you think... Regardless, it could be some random right-wingers. Sure. Regardless, we do have people in DM's chat saying things. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be very vitriolic.
I mean, we also have people coming into DM's chat and saying shit like, oh, we should call police to their home and whatnot.
Dude. Xanderhal. People are talking about the police because you made death threats about people. We went to check on you ourselves because we knew fucking calling the cops on you would be disastrous. And also that you were probably having a mental breakdown, which you refused to acknowledge. You refused to acknowledge until now when it's convenient for you. You fucking lied about being abusive to other people. You wouldn't take responsibility for it. You wouldn't seek help for it.
Well, yeah, that's fair, but
Yeah.
like, to be
That's fair. There you have it.
Oh my god!
That's fair. That's fair from Zan's own words. He just acknowledged it would have been fucking fair.
clear, there's like,
Guess what?
I've basically
While his
upset a
reputation
very
for being
tight clique of
dishonest might
people
not
that act
recover,
like high
people
schoolers
would
and are
probably
willing
forgive
to
him.
like burn anybody that
Yeah, I'm willing to burn anybody. That's why I waited 7 goddamn months to see if you would take. I didn't even have to wait 7 months. You decided to start going after people. You decided to start taking pot shots. You and your community started taking pot shots at me. You started taking pot shots at Vosh. And when I pushed back on you even the slightest bit, you went off on some giant tirade about how I'm a snake in the grass. Jazzdog says, I control F'd police, and this was the only recent message. Rifter, yo Demon Mama, Sunday is trying to call in. He also wants to know if you called the police about Zan's threats. No, of course not. They were not fucking, of course not. We went and saw him ourselves. He fucking lived around the corner from me. I went over and said, dude, what the fuck? He wasn't there. And then he calmed down and was like, I'm playing Minecraft. I'm doing a lot better now. You don't fucking call the police over someone having a fucking freak out in chat. What you do when somebody's having a deranged, abusive freak out in chat is you go, man, you're unhinged. You need to stop being like this to the people in your life. And then when they say, no, I didn't do nothing wrong, then you go, fuck you then. We're done. You crazy? Are you fucking crazy? This is so pathetic. This is so fucking pathetic. Oh my god, listen to what we've got, okay? Here we go. We got the brain trust over in the minion chat. Voltrek says, why would you befriend someone named Demon Mama? It's also something you should reflect on. This is not a good person. I am 10 times the person. No, I am 100 times the person of either of you. You literally cannot appreciate the basic kindness that were offered to you by the people around you, let alone the excessive kindness that was offered to you. These people are fucking pathetic. Xanderhal, you are a dishonest and pathetic rat. Is this the angle that you're going? You're trying to like garner an audience that's worried about fucking blasphemy? Oh, let's hear. They're talking about this more. Let's hear. I want to hear what they just said.
Extreme violence whenever he's talking to a friend and having a breakdown and saying that because she is actively trying to destroy him.
You wouldn't admit it was a breakdown. You wouldn't say, bro, yeah, I had a breakdown. We knew it was a breakdown. You wouldn't own it. This is why all your friends stopped being your friend. Because you kept going forward saying, no, I'm being destroyed. You must put yourself in danger for me or else I'll ruin your career.
His life. Do you think that's the same thing?
Edit that announcement to see like, Zan absolutely vented, like, just say vented, like, fantasizing or something, because, like, I wasn't actually, obviously.
Oh, he's trying to spin it right now. Why are you spinning it live, dude? You're recording yourself. Holy shit, he's recording himself telling Ethan how to spin the message so it makes him sound better. Dude, this is DSP behavior. What the fuck?
Don't frame it that way. I don't want the cops called to my house. I'm not serious. Also, threatening extreme violence is not real. Like, venting about somebody that you hate.
He's trying to post things from the Keffels leak as if that addresses anything that was said here. What an insane, dishonest snake. And let me tell you real quick. You're watching it in fucking 1080p. I wish I could say 4K, but we don't got a 4K setup. You're watching it in 1080p right here because this is the anti-gaslighting zone. I'm tired of the fucking bullshit. You saw it here, recorded live. You just watched him try to spin to his audience.
He made death threats, you brown-nosed little weasel. I have a question. If someone makes death threats against someone mocking a rape victim, do you really care? Like, let's say he did, because they weren't death threats. But let's say he did. Are we suddenly seeing the defense of, like, mocking rape victims all of a sudden because you guys like Keffels that fucking much?
Who's defended Keffels? I did a whole fucking video. Talking about my issues with Keffels and everything that happened with that. I took my time. I verified everything. Who the fuck are you? You fucking minion.
I don't think it's that they like Keffels. I think it's that the framing is that, like, Cherry has a pretty high amount of goodwill. I've always, like, spoken very positively.
No, you know what? This is ridiculous. This is insane.
Of them as has
They were
and stuff
they
like
were
that.
You don't threaten to violently beat someone to death. I think you got to take a close look at like literally everything that happened after the Trump shooting. Obviously, Keffels isn't as bad as Trump, but she mocked rape victims,
what?
pocketed $100K that was supposed to go for police brutality, and doxed people.
Bro, what? Okay.
Like, I don't
all right,
think.
listen. At this, we're watching. We're listening to this. Let's watch the spin in real time, shall we? This is just gonna validate. I'm telling you, let's watch the spin in real time. Holy shit.
Saying something in private during a mental breakdown that is saying you wish violence on them is actually all that fucking bad, and you're moral frogging it. It's you're not.
Moral frogging. Are you? Holy shit! Is this real? Is this real life?
Serious. You don't believe this. If someone on Twitter said that, someone laughed at a rape victim, I hope they get hit by a car, you wouldn't think they're a bad person. You really wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, you are my current editor, and I feel like if I was abusive, you would probably not be...
Bazinga.
begging to come on the stream and be like, let me get at this motherfucker. I've
Keep in
dealt
mind,
with Cherry for so long.
the reason, the reason I'm on this stream is because Cherry's lying about shit she has done to me.
Prove it! You can't! Why the fuck are you fixating on Cherry anyway? I'm the one who fucking brought this shit forward because you're a fucking liar.
Yeah. Like, it...
The guy I pay is on my side. I have a...
I mean,
I do not
to
need
be fair,
I do not need
pay you.
Xander's money. I do not need
But the
Xander's money.
accusation-
The great thing about watching this on a slight delay is that we can pause and I can just remind you that you all just watched live. Even if they delete this VOD, you watched live as Xanderhal tried to coach his editor how to spin the story to make him look better. We watched him make a tweet that says, addressing all allegations, and then putting in 2 random images from the Keffels situation that literally don't say anything to do with what I brought up today.
Well,
I won't go into why, but I do not need Xander's money. Okay.
But also,
That makes it even more sad. That makes you even more of a minion. That makes you even more of a goon.
To be clear though, the accusation is that I did not pay my editor, and I very clearly...
No, bro. The accusations that you were an abusive freak who alienated all your friends and then tried to birthday boy in public while besmirching the names of people who cared for you when you were down. That's the accusation. In addition, you made deranged threats at people. In addition, you didn't pay your employees. That's the accusation. The accusation is that you're a fucking distrustworthy piece of shit who lies endlessly, who literally cannot conceive of a world where you are not 100% in the correct. That's the accusation. Get it straight. Don't get it twisted.
I pay my editors.
Yeah, everything Keffel's saying is complete fucking bullshit to you guys. She's claiming she was not Keffel's. Everything Cherry's saying is complete bullshit. Claiming she's not being paid. Here are the PayPal receipts. Claiming that while Xander did have a breakdown on Keffel's about money because Xander was trying to be able to pay rent.
You admitted yourself that you didn't pay Cherry. What are you talking about? We just watched you admit that you didn't pay Cherry. We just watched you admit that it would be Giga Chad for you to actually pay Cherry, even though you don't have to because she was mean to you, in your opinion. We watched it. It's in this video. There are 1,766 people watching this live. Just witness the level of gaslighting. I want you to see. Post an eye in the chat right now. Little eyeball emoji. Everybody's got one. Post an eyeball in chat if you are seeing what I'm seeing.
Cherry would do this regularly and did it so much that they had to go back through and delete their DMs where they apologized to me for doing it to me. And I can bring this up right now. All of the DMs with me are gone as well.
Yeah, because you guys are freaks. Because Xanderhal has a history of freaking out. If Cherry decided to delete her account, that would be rational. You don't even have the beginnings of an allegation against Cherry. You guys were fucking nuts. You, the minion, who are defending the guy who had a freak out and repeatedly, provably abused his staff and his friends. Of course Cherry has a right to delete her entire account and disappear if she wants to. My God, you're reaching. They're reaching.
I said, LMA, you're good. I hope you're well. Because this was right after they had been training me on how to edit the job whenever it was swapping to me. They deleted all of their DMs. Innocent people do not delete all of their DMs with you. They don't. They do not wipe their DMs.
I'd like to remind you all, when I noticed that Cherry nuked all their DMs, or when Cherry blocked me with a message saying, I'm gonna fucking, we're done, I could have gone and used the same program they used to nuke all of our messages, which would have...
Yeah, and the difference would be, you have like 9 different people, all of whom 7, almost 8 months ago told you were being insane, all of whom took evidence of that at the time that it happened, and what you have is desperate smoke screening. Well, I bet Cherry did bad things too. If I could, I would go through and search and find something that looks real bad. Bro, you're so far out of your depth. You are so cooked.
Eliminated literally all the messages being used out of context to make me look bad. I didn't do that because, frankly, I don't have anything to hide. I didn't do anything wrong, really.
Then why did you hide it? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Let's just rewind to just a few hours ago before he knew that I dropped the nuke. Let's rewind real quick in real time. Xan just said, I have nothing to hide. Few hours ago. This was his stream from today.
According to Demon Mommy, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff.
What's a few threats, extreme beration, one-sided berating sessions, and death threats between friends, you know? Look at how quickly his story has changed. Let's just hear that again, just for sure.
I do that because, frankly, literally all the messages being used out of context to make me look bad. I didn't do that because, frankly, I don't have anything to hide.
I don't have anything to hide.
According to Demon Mommy, you completely blew up at Cherry. That's a really bad look, not gonna lie. Sometimes me and Cherry got stressed out and would yell, but like, no more than just general like friend arguments and stuff. We also had a tendency to spam things at each other in all caps.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. That was a Breaking Bad meme when he said he was gonna kill people in his audience and in his former friends' audience. That was just a, that was just a little Breaking Bad meme.
Do anything wrong, really. Like, I'd say that I wasn't perfectly well behaved in some cases with, like, freaking out on Cherry over being gone, but, like, the second Cherry gets back, it's like, okay, you're back. Like, that's just me spamming messages at them. And obviously I vented to Cherry, like, oh, I hate this person, I hope they die, oh, I...
Did I save the chat? How
Sorry, I just need to finish my ice. Oh, I just vented at Cherry. Oh, I vented at Cherry just a little bit. Let me just, let's just bring that back up again real quick. Here we go. Let's bring those back up real quick. I hate all of them, Cherry. I want all of them to die. I would kill Keffels in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even shoot her. This is Xanderhal, of course, speaking. I'd beat her to death with the gun. I want to kill her. What is her address? I want it. I want to know where she's at. No, just a little vent between friends. And Velvet and her fucking orbiters. But what is he? How does Zan characterize that? Let's hear that one more time, just so we're 100% clear. I know I'm hitting him with the Monsters Inc. water noose situation. But let's bear with me.
Like, that's just me spamming messages at them. And obviously I vented to Cherry, like, oh, I hate this person, I hope they die, oh, I...
Did I save the chat? How am I supposed to save chat she deleted?
Yeah, regardless though, the fact that I have remained to leave these up, and I'm going to continue to leave my messages up, I feel like kind of shows. The fact that Cherry's nuked their shit, and I haven't, and I won't do that, it kind of...
Cherry is an editor, and your former employee, and your former best friend. Cherry is not a public figure like yourself. Cherry has a right to privacy, to not have you scrambling through everything that you've ever said in 4 years of friendship or however many years it's been, trying to desperately find a way to turn your insane audience against her. And you can't do that to me. You know you can't do that to me. Because I treated you well. And I have nothing to hide.
It kind of shows what's happening here.
I mean, we have all these deeply unserious fucking people. They're just
deeply unserious. Wise words from fucking Igor.
Lying to each other too. Like, I don't believe you care about someone being upset about a like threatening rape victim. Or not even threatening. That's the wrong word.
Threatening rape victim. What?
I'm not
anyway,
victim.
You're not getting your story right. You're not getting your oops. You're getting your story mixed up. Man, this guy is a true idiot. Wow, Ethan is even stupider than I thought. Are you hearing this shit?
Mocking a rape victim. I feel sorry. I'm going crazy because I have to repeat myself. This feels very fucking simple.
Yeah, I know. To be clear, by the way, the people that are screaming in the chat are all the same people that were freaking out at me during the Keffels thing. So, to be completely honest with you, I don't really see this as being a big thing.
Someone says, where are Cherry's DMs? They deleted them. We explained this to you. They deleted their DMs with both me and Xander.
Ethan, if they're like, where are the DMs while you bring up the Discord with them and they've deleted all of them?
Xander, can you do me a favor?
Months.
Can you open a part of your DMs where Cherry deleted them and send me a screenshot of that really quickly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we can show you they deleted their DMs with Xander.
Yeah, who fucking cares? Cherry has a right to delete her DMs. You've been insane. There's probably private information in those DMs. You've been insane. Of course Cherry has a right. Cherry's not a fucking public figure. Cherry's an editor. You're the freak. You guys are the freaks. And everyone can see it. Everyone watching now can see it. Everyone who's gonna watch in all of the other shit that's gonna fall from this are gonna see it. And they didn't have to. Because you could have let it be. You could have moved on with your life and become a better person, but you chose this path. Let's not forget.
As well.
Also, I want to send you another screenshot because this is the person who I spoke to a while ago and stopped being friends with, and they freaked out at me because I wasn't like down to be friends anymore after like they were being flirty with me and got a boyfriend, and now they're sending me threatening messages like "take that bot down." So yeah, like that's also part of that like clique. There's like a whole group of people that me calling out Vosh.
We're watching.
And
we're
they were like,
listening to this. Let's watch the spin in real time, shall we? We're getting some reacception. We got reacception going on.
Okay, Demon Mama. Real
Holy
quick.
shit.
Since you're watching now, I want to ask you,
saying
why
something
will you
in
not
private
just
during a mental breakdown that is
Sorry,
saying
what?
you wish violence on?
Sorry, I couldn't hear what you were gonna say. Can you try that again? Can you try that again?
Because if
is
you could
actually all
speak,
that
you could
fucking
tell
bad.
like
And
all the
you're
context
more-
and show
you're
screenshots
moral
and
fraud.
actually.
Oh wow, she doesn't get the beginning of it.
Frogging.
Yes, hold on.
Are
It is
you-
hold on.
Shit, is this
She will
real?
not bring me.
Dude, press pause, asshole. Dude, press pause. Holy shit, do you not know how to stream? This is funny. This is the part, by the way, Danny, I know that editing this is going to be a nightmare. But we might end up wanting to cut this out of the video version, but this is too funny to not do live. I'm sorry. This is the brain damage, but it's okay. We got to be here. This real
Hold
life.
on. I can show screenshots of her mocking
Serious,
rape
you don't
victims and
believe this.
doxing
If someone
people.
on Twitter said that, someone laughed at
What are you talking about? You're talking about Keffals? How does Keffals address literally anything we're talking about? Why? What does Keffals have to do with anything?
a rape victim, I hope they get hit by a car. You wouldn't
should
think they're a
delete
bad person.
some of the people
you
in
really
chat because
wouldn't.
they're spamming slurs and stuff.
Are they spamming slurs?
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you gotta moderate the chat a bit. Am I mod? And I feel like if I was abusive,
Oh yeah, I can. I can.
Oh, we got Zan warning his editor to moderate his own chat because they're dropping slurs. Cam Girl says, "Can we please get an artist rendition of DM on the hill pleading down to Xanderhal, Anakin burning?" Don't those? Seriously though, I know this is making light of something. You know, I apologize for making a joke in these dark times, but literally the messages that Zan sent literally sound like Anakin. Someone must die for this. They're gonna pay for it. Gayfesh says, now would be a good time to tell your audience not to harass their stream chat. You don't gotta harass anybody. You know the laws here. The laws in Demon Mama's community is we only raid with love. That's it. Of course, obviously. I don't even have to tell you, we haven't seen any of that. We haven't seen anything. I've seen some other content creators asking a whole lot of questions of another content creator. But imps only raid with love. That is one of the prime rules of this community. WhiteNervosa says, I'm a bit behind, but I'm not sure if this is intentional or not. Zan has understanded you to Cherry to be saying, I never paid Cherry, when in reality, you're saying Zan didn't pay Cherry for the last month. Yes, he understood that, by the way. He understood that because he addressed that earlier. He's now trying to change it so that it's more convenient for him. We watched him earlier. I proved it earlier. So I know you might be behind. You'll probably see that part eventually. That's true. That's true, Gayfesh. Gayfesh says the reason you need to say it is because you have a lot of new eyes and they may not all know. You're right. You're correct. You're very welcome, WhiteNervosa. Much love to you. Much love to you. Did you see the Mr. Unfamiliar link? No. What's the Mr. Unfamiliar link? This is a clip. Let's watch this clip real quick.
Cherry is on stream, or Cherry is telling Demon Mama on stream that they ran everything. And while that is technically true, do you all want to see...
Yo!
Oh my God! He admitted. Oh my God! He admitted. Oh my God! He admitted.
see the extent of what running everything means for a Xanderhal stream? It's really simple. Okay, we go to
It's simple for Zan, you idiot! Of course it's fucking simple for Zan!
Premiere Pro. All right?
Not for Cherry!
Let's open up Premiere Pro. Do you guys want to see the work that has to go into editing a Xanderhal
This is so pathetic. Dude, hold on a second. This is gonna be the biggest self-report ever.
video? It is not a lot of work. 1,500 is a very fair rate for that. Now,
dude, we know that you make worse videos than Cherry did. We know that you make worse thumbnails. We know, okay? We've seen them, okay? Did you want to see, just so we know, I want to just take a moment here real quick and share something with you. I made something special the other night, okay? I made something really special the other night, all right? Because I was feeling motivated and inspired. Now, I was going to keep this one for the private. This one was just going to be for the inside circle. But I wanted to show you, I was super inspired by Ethan's extremely hard work for the thumbnails. And so I made a thumbnail for free for Xanderhal in case he wanted to respond, okay? Based on Ethan's work, okay? Here we go. I made it myself. It took me about 7 minutes. Hello. Everything okay? 1 minute. All right. Where were we? We were talking about how it takes Ethan 10 seconds to make a thumbnail, and he's gonna sit here and fucking insult Cherry's shit. All right, we're gonna watch a little more of this for our own little entertainment, and then we're gonna call it. Let's get back to where we were. Let's catch up with their live stream, shall we?
I can ban these people. Nice.
I mean, she can neurotically laugh and whatnot, but like, it's not gonna prove anything.
Keep in mind,
Yeah.
the reason, yeah.
Yeah, she's like forever back. Hold on.
Literally cannot conceive of a
I don't
world
think the
where
slur
you
posters are
not
DM
100%
fans, to be
in the
fair, because
correct.
like there's a
That's
lot of
the
drama,
accusation.
kind of like.
Yeah, of course they aren't. Of course they're not my fans. My fans don't post slurs. They never have. We have a huge positive reputation in my community, and we aggressively police anybody who behaves like that. We have a sterling reputation.
Anti-fans that
Obvious.
stick around.
Don't get it twisted.
But yeah, I mean, like
They're
overall,
not, they didn't even listen to me. It's crazy.
I feel like I've said my
Yeah,
piece.
everything Keffel said is
Cherry was
complete
pretty
fucking
smart to
bullshit,
nuke.
you guys. She's claiming she was not.
To nuke the
Everything, Cherry's saying is complete
receipts.
bullshit, claiming she's
To
not
be
being
fair,
paid. Here are the PayPal
but the
receipts,
fact that they nuked
claiming-
them.
Gayfesh says the quartering has now picked up on this. Yeah, I think some of the drama people boosted all the shit.
At all, I feel
Well,
is
Xander
kind
did have a
of
breakdown on
the
Keffels
more
about money because
suspicious
Xander-
thing.
Zan, You admitted yourself that you didn't pay Cherry.
What is she
are
talking
you
about? She's saying you didn't pay Cherry, and then we
just
show
watched you admit
we
that
show
you didn't pay
we
Cherry.
show the we
just
showed the
watched you admit
screenshots.
that it would be Giga Chad for you to yeah, see, we can actually see it in real time. Them trying to shop the message. They're gonna try and say what I'm saying is that he never paid Cherry at all. That is even stupider than I thought. We watched them craft it in real time. Let's just to maintain the anti-gaslighting zone. Just to maintain the anti-gaslighting zone. Here we go. Let's watch this clip again real quick.
Not to mention, I've got multiple people, including my current editor, that can back this up, because Ethan and Cherry talked in depth about handing off the work of editing between each other, and there was all an agreement there about how, because I have to pay my current editor, who actually has like rent and bills and like a house and like a person,
like Cherry has?
Girlfriend as well to support, that I have to like pay.
Cherry does not work for me right now. Cherry worked for me for a short period of well, not for a short period of time, for like a year or so, at the same time as working for Xan. This was a while back.
My current editor a living wage, and I'll pay like the last half of a month of editing that Cherry did for me up until the Keffels drama. The last half of, what is it, December, November, whenever the Keffels drama happened. I'll pay them back that when I can, but I haven't been able to yet because I gotta pay two living wages.
So he just admits right here that he didn't pay. So he knew exactly what I was saying. Now, we can jump back to right now as he's trying to live reshop the message. Actually crazy. Actually insane. Actually crazy. This is like literally textbook gaslighting. Cherry, even though you don't have to because she was mean to you and you're
No, you don't have to pay her for the time she wasn't working to you. What is DM talking about?
There are 1,700.
I mean, they're going to try and continuously
They're just
witness
claim
the
that I
level
owe
of
Cherry
gaslighting.
money, which just
I
isn't
want you to
true.
see. Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that?
I'm talking about.
There are 1,700.
I mean, they're going to try and continuously
They're just
witness
claim
the
that I
level
owe
of
Cherry
gaslighting.
money, which just
I
isn't
want you to
true.
see. Xan says here, it just isn't true.
One to my current editor and one to me, and they blocked me before Keffels drama happened. I'll pay them back that when I can, but I haven't been Keffels drama. The last half of, what is it, December, November, whenever the Keffels drama happened. I'll pay them back that when I can, but I haven't. I'll pay them back that when I can, but I haven't. I'll pay them back that when I can, but I.
Wow. Just wow. It gets worse? How can it possibly get worse?
Like, if Cherry wanted me to give them money, they could have just, like, messaged me, hey,
Post an
Xan,
I
could
in
you...
You were the employer. You were the employer.
toss me like
Right
$100
now,
when you get the
little
chance?
eyeball
Be like,
emoji.
yeah,
Everybody's
let me
got
do
one.
that
Post
after,
an
like,
eyeball in
There-
chat.
particularly...
You
there's-
are seeing
it's-
what I'm seeing.
Listen, guys, you have two sides here. One that deletes all of their DMs with the people involved and won't speak to them, and the other one that is like tweaking the fuck out on stream, right? Because they're being like slandered, and oh god, we're like upset or we're talking
like how
fast. I don't know.
Huh?
Keffels does the like, I'm very, I think this
because
is
you
really
guys are
wrong. Why
freaks.
is he
What does Keffels have anything to do with this? Why does he keep doing that?
doing
Because
this?
Xanderhal has
Hold on,
a
hold on, hold on.
freaking out. If
He's
Cherry
so
decided
evil.
to delete
He's so
her
wrong.
account,
How could he dare
that would
defend
be
himself?
rational.
This is kind of the vibe I'm getting
You
from
can't.
this.
You
She-
can't even.
she-
You don't even have the
She's-
beginnings.
she's claiming that it's completely
allegation
reasonable to
against
delete
Cherry.
everything.
You guys were fucking nuts. You, who you're
I
just
see.
the
So
minion, who
it
are
makes
defending
sense
the
that
guy who
Cherry
let it
gets
freak out
fucking
and
her account
repeatedly
complete.
It's actually crazy how bad this is.
deleted and
used
deletes
his
all
snap
evidence
and
because
his
we're
friends.
crazy. So she has to delete every message she ever sent to us where she was having those
Of course,
breakdowns.
Cherry has a right to delete her entire
Yeah.
account and disappear if she wants to.
Particularly because,
My
like,
God,
Cherry
you're
kind of
reaching.
just normalized that in
They're
her
reaching.
interactions and kind of having
We
that
do have
context
parts of it.
make-
I said, LMA, you're good. I
makes
hope
it
you're
look
well.
far
Because this
more,
was right after they had been training me
far more
on how to edit
one-sided,
the
you know
job
what I
whenever
mean?
it was swapping to me. They deleted all of their DMs. Innocent people do not delete all of their DMs with you.
Anyway,
They don't.
I think that's
This is his receipts right here. This is what they've got. This is the defense that they have. Blatant lying. We've now recorded live them workshopping their spin. Them workshopping in real time how they're going to manipulate it to Zan's favor. Jesus Christ. Again, all self-report all the time. Actually incredible. All right, let's hear what they're at now. Let's jump forward and hear where they're at, and then
About potentially going
wrap
homeless.
up.
And then it's like someone saying here, Slimy of posting that, and then Xander saying he wished harm on a person who has done horrible things. How much more of a warning do you fucking need if the person about to show you the video says it's a stabbing video? That's exactly what I'm saying. It's all moral frogging. It's people who pretend like...
Here's Zan in chat saying, yeah, I do have panic attacks that make me freak out and say cringe shit. Dude, you would never admit that. You never acknowledged any of that shit. In the past, it was all it didn't happen. Earlier today, you said it didn't happen at all. Now it happened and it's blamed on a panic attack? Guess what? You're not the only one who has panic issues, okay? You're not the only frickin' one.
You can't discuss bad things, or bad things can't happen in context, I guess. Like, I think it's acceptable to quote tweet a stabbing video if the reason you're doing it is to point out how prolific that type of content has become on
What are
the
you talking
platform.
about?
I think you're allowed to talk about bad things, actually. Zan should get away from LeftTube. Everyone seems like shitty humans. You are absolutely correct, Chatter.
Oh! Oh my God! Is this the beginning? Did we just witness the beginning of the How I Left the Left? For real! Let it be recorded right here.
Content has become on the platform. I think you're allowed to talk about bad things, actually. Zan should get away from LeftTube. Everyone seems like shitty humans. You are absolutely correct, Chatter. We're all high horse type people. Because drama makes more money than convincing people not to do them or during elections and testing your mental endurance. You're fucking
You saw it here.
right. And here's the thing. Anyone who's going to like really get upset about Zan about this weren't watching Xander, so I don't really see the point. And I've proven to you guys multiple times throughout this that Cherry is lying to you. And they have no proof that we're lying about anything. And we've said, okay, yes, two bad things happen. Xander broke down on Cherry, but Cherry would regularly do this to us, and to hide it, has deleted all messages with Xander, as proven just by... Hold on, sorry. As proven by this, right? I think it's because most are either neutral or like me, and they'll say, oh yeah, I mean, I've been upset too, I can't lie. Yeah, I mean, we just had Trump get, like, shot, and I'm going to be real with you guys. I understand if you guys don't know the shit about Keffels, because I don't know if any of this was public, right? So, for anyone who may have tuned in, and I'm sorry to repeat myself, but if you just watch Demon Mama, I'm sure you can handle a little repeating. This is Clara, this is Keffels, being
Rehashing Keffel's drama. This is literally all they have. They've got nothing. Literally nothing. This is like lower than Fox News. This is like lower than Newsmax.
a drama creator so fucking with my head so much, I see Lily Orchard molested her sister, and the first thing that comes to my mind is banger content, as a joke, in a fucking... Demon Mama's watching again? Demon Mama, why don't you just talk, man? It's so easy. Like...
What the fuck do you mean, why don't you just talk? I reached out in private to Xanderhal, and he blocked me immediately. What do you fucking mean? What the fuck do you mean? I reached out in DMs to Zan, and he fucking blocked me immediately. What do you fucking mean? I don't want to talk to his pathetic paid simp. I don't want to talk to his little manservant. Get out of here. You're a gnat.
like if I am so wrong, then just demolish me.
Oh, look at this. Oh, hold on. Can I just rewind real quick?
I see Lily Orchard molested her sister, and the first thing that comes to my mind is banger content as a joke in a fucking... Demon Mama's watching again? Demon Mama, why don't you just talk, man? It's so easy. Like if I am so wrong, then just demolish me.
Already done. Already done. I already demolished both of you. It was easy. I didn't even... All I had to do was send a single DM to Zan. All I had to do was say a single DM to Zan that wasn't even about this yet. That was about when I made a little stream making fun of his Biden bullshit, and he had a little freak out and tried to accuse me of pedo-jacketing him. And all I had to do was send one DM that said, "Bro, you cannot be this dishonest and stupid." And he blocked me immediately. So you know what? Peon. Peasant.
Just demolish me. If I'm
Done.
so wrong.
Done.
And we've said, okay, yes, two bad things happen. Xander broke down on Cherry, but Cherry would regularly do this to us, and to hide it, has deleted all messages with Xander, as proven just by... Hold on, sorry. He has no obligation to talk to you? Right? Okay. Am I supposed to take her seriously if she's too scared to, though?
Too scared. You're pathetic. We're watching what you're doing right now. We just recorded you spinning in real time. You want me to give you free fucking airtime?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been...
You know...
upset too, I can't lie. Yeah, I mean, we just had...
This must be a mental breakdown. She's having a mental breakdown.
Trump get, like, shot, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. I understand if you guys don't know the shit about Keffels, because I don't know if any of this was public, right? So, for anyone who may have tuned in, and I'm sorry to repeat myself, but if you just watch Demon Mama, I'm sure you can handle a little repeating. This is...
So what's he saying now, huh? What you got, buddy?
To watch my fucking stream and like do this stupid ass fucking back and forth, why won't you just speak to me? And I know why it is. It's because when you're watching the stream, you can pause it and do some theatric fucking stupid.
You mean like you've been doing this whole time? You mean like Zan decided to do instead of just responding to my DMs? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do shit my way. Especially when you're such vile fucking liars. Yeah. Weird. It's almost like I tried a million different things. You don't want to know what else? You know who else even messaged? You want to know? You want to know? Just wait a second. I got one more thing for you. Just one more thing for you. Okay? Let me just tell you real quick. Doe even reached out. Doe. Okay? Doe does not get involved in any of this fucking shit. Doe even reached out. Okay? And this was 2 days ago. Okay? Before my stream happened yesterday, before this stream happened, okay? Doe said, "Zan, you're hurting people who have cared about you for a long time, who tried to be there for you time after time, even as you sabotage those very relationships. What is it that you think that you're doing? What do you get out of this? What's the end game look like for you? You don't have to do any of this. I don't know what's driving you to these actions, but they are self-destructive. Please, if you ever believed I care about you, please believe me now." Zan did not respond. Didn't even bother to say, "I disagree. Sorry, whatever." Nothing. But what they've got to fall back is on, debate me, bro. Debate me, bro. Let me come onto your stream and just say stupid lies and waste your time. Fucking sad. Fucking sad. Zan says it was just a heated gamer moment. Zan in the chat just a little bit ago. I'm a gamer. My shit talk with no filter is top tier. People can't handle it. If Ethan doesn't need the money, how come Xan can't pay Cherry? Good question. Oh, well, because that never happened now, even though he admitted to it earlier and we watched him admit it to it earlier. He's gonna watch. They're gonna delete all this shit in the next 2 days. It would be a miracle if they didn't delete this stuff in 2 days. And keep in mind, whenever they're trying to try and act like they have the moral high horse, these guys are openly involved with drama community. They love drama. They love drama farming. They love picking fights. That's Xan's entire fucking deal. That's the whole direction he's been going with things. So what the hell do they, what leg do they have to stand on about anything? Incredible. It seems like Xan even hopped off the stream. He won't even stick around. Oh, he's coming back in. Oh, he's coming back in. Let's hear what Xan has to say now that he's back in.
If you say you haven't been in that situation, you haven't been in that headspace, you're lying. I feel like everybody has been there, and anyone pretending otherwise is just kind of like... It's more so that it doesn't end up being a big public spectacle.
Oh, it's over, man. It's over, man. It's over. Dude, you want to know what most people do when they have a fucking freak out like that? They apologize profusely to the people that they bothered and upset. I'm not saying that nobody ever has bad moments. In fact, nearly everyone has weird moments where they say something inappropriate. But the usual response is that you go, Jesus Christ, I really messed up, and then you don't do it again. And most people have those types of moments when they're a frickin' teenager, not when they're a 25-year-old man. I mean, sorry, a 25-year-old birthday boy. You crazy?
And in this case, for me, it has to be a big public spectacle. Frankly,
It has to be a big public spectacle because you're a public liar. That's why it's a public spectacle, because you're a public liar. You had the opportunity to leave it well alone. Everybody told you exactly how they felt about the way you acted. And then everybody said, okay, we're fucking done. Nobody trusts you, we're out. And you had to go fucking cause trouble.
I don't really think it's that big a deal. I'm sure I'll take some bit of sub loss, but we're just gonna keep it that grind, as I always have whenever...
Even now, all he can think about is his subscribers. Holy shit. That's literally, is that all he cares about in the entire world?
There's drama. There's been tons of content creators with embarrassing moments and whatnot that have way more embarrassing moments than this, to be very, very honest
You sure about that, buddy? You sure about that?
with you, to be honest, like, clearly. I mean, there's people who say the shit that I said on stream, and that's their career, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's their entire character.
Oh, yeah?
I just don't really see it as that serious outside of a sphere of people who already really hate.
So, it doesn't matter. He didn't do it anyway, but it doesn't matter. Everybody does it. You probably did it. Can't prove that anybody else does it, but it doesn't matter.
Me. So I want to clarify that everybody, for the most part, that was in the chat, besides a few people, are like part of a sphere that already really doesn't like me.
Dude, they were your best friends. That group chat that you're talking about were your best friends. I flew to California for you. We vlogged it. It's fucking public. What are you talking about, you bitch?
So yeah, it's really bizarre. Well, not really bizarre at all, actually. It's very believable. I don't really think it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean,
All right, everybody. You heard it here. It's not going to be that big of a deal.
like, obviously that behavior isn't acceptable, but I don't think it's as serious as it's being made out to be. Like, I think it's one of those things where it's like, oh, that's pretty cringe.
You decide for yourselves. Okay, chat? We've heard it now. Xan doesn't think it's as big of a deal as it's made out to me. Do you? Do you? What do you think? I've shown you. You've seen it with your own eyes. You decide for yourself. You decide for yourself. Oh my god. People don't even know. Annie, should I play that clip, Annie? Here. Let me just play you something real quick, alright? Let me just tell you how much he values the people in his life. Let's listen. Let's listen real quick. First of all, excellent thumbnail. Excellent thumbnail.
The majority of online content...
Here we go, right here. Let's listen.
It looks like you're losing all your friends, so that is why I am suggesting an event like this. Oh, believe me, I'm not losing all my friends. The majority of online content creators that I'm friendly with, I'm not, like my friends are not online content creators. Like, Cirrus I'm definitely friends with, and I mean, I was friendly with all these people. I hung out with them. But YouTubers do not make up even anywhere close to the majority of my friend group. I've got, like, an FC on FF14 that numbers over, like, 200 at this point. I've...
Oof. Oof.
See, on FF14 that numbers over, like, 200 at this point. To the
Yeah, also, isn't his FC, his guild, on Final Fantasy 14, isn't that also the one that he made out of his chatters? Like, he puts the link to his FC in his chat, so it's all his chatters? The cringe. The cringe is out of this world. All right. Okay. I think we've said all that there needs to be said. Okay? Ethan's stream just ended. Damn. Whatever happened to them trying to... I guess they didn't want the debate that bad. They only tried to annoy me about it for like 30 minutes or an hour or something. Damn, bro. All right, everybody. Yeah, we're wrapping it up. It's over. All right, everybody. I think you've all seen for yourself exactly what went down today. The behavior, the constant lying, the smearing other people and their reputations, people who were in positions that are weaker than him for literally no reason. And I want to remind you of that. There was no reason for any of this. Most of these events occurred back in December. He didn't have to do any of this. Okay? He didn't have to take pot shots at me. And let's just so that we have the nice anti-gaslighting sphere, let's just remember how this went. He started taking pot shots at me and Vosh. I responded to his silly pot shots by making some jokes about him being a Biden simp. He absolutely flipped out on that and started saying that I was pedo-jacketing him, that I had it out for him, that it was, that, you know, this was trying to get revenge because of the Keffels drama. And then I proved exactly how full of shit he was. Just remember how many people he was willing to throw under the bus, how many people's reputations he wanted to do, for what? So that he could make his ego bigger? So that he could preserve this delusional idea that everyone in his world and his audience needs to think he's the smartest guy that's ever lived? He wanted to talk about jokes. He spent this entire last 6 months, 7 months, constantly talking about nukes, nukes, nukes. You got your nuke, buddy. You got your fucking nuke. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe in the future, I can hope that you'll learn how to appreciate the humans that you have in your life, the people that actually fucking build shit for you, the people that were actually there for you, the people that work their asses off for you. Or I don't know, maybe you're all good. Maybe you're fine with your chatter-based Final Fantasy XIV free company. The way you treated the people in your life was fucking garbage. The way you decided to handle this situation was fucking garbage. The way that you drama seek all the time, then play birthday boy, is fucking garbage. You brought this on your frickin' self. And you know you did. And so does Ethan. Anyway, that's really all there is. This was a completely unplanned stream. You know I all said my piece last night, and it wasn't until he outright denied everything and started lying about it on stream today that I felt the need to show everything. So, let's just remember. And let's also remember that all of this is going to be recorded. All of this, the timeline, is a matter of digital evidence. Now, I got a lot of donations to read from people who asked questions and people who supported me today, so I'm going to read those and I'm going to answer those questions. And then after that, I'm going to go get some rest because I already did a 9.5-hour stream yesterday. So let's read these donations. Let's hear what people have to say. This is a 100% viewer-supported show. So, of course, your support is what makes it possible for me to make my show. And what makes it possible for me to do all of the other fun things that aren't this type of shit. This all is very fun and fiery and crazy. It's not very fun for me. It's a little cathartic for me at this point, this particular situation. And I'm sure it's fun for all of you out there. It's very entertaining, I'm sure. But I do a lot of other stuff all the time. And my viewers love that shit. You could become one too. Thanks for supporting me, those who have. We're going to read the donos. Fuzzy Buzzy with the $5. Oh, no, I already read that one. Okay. We got Chris the Narc is the GOAT. I don't agree with that. And also, I don't like your name. It's technically not anything bad, but it's a it's pretty damn close. So we're going to get rid of that one. Gabsty. I feel bad for watching this from President Sunday's stream. You don't have to feel bad. I gave people permission to restream it if they wanted to. You're all good. Thanks for the dono. Appreciate that. Leah something with the $10. I speak for the commentary drama people, and we also don't like Xanderhal. Well, thank you for the $10. Good luck with your endeavors. I know that I don't know if anybody in the commentary community really likes each other that much, but good luck. And, whatever. Catherine Ray with the $5. Genuinely asking, should I rethink the whole Lonnie situation? This is beyond damning. No, it was a different situation. I think what happened in the Lonnie situation was pretty well established. It's possible, he may have, said some things that were too strong, but I think he pretty much proved what happened in the Lonnie situation. And their relationship was not good, and Lonnie was not good to him. Lonnie did take his money. Like, that just happened. You don't have to rethink any of that. This is just a completely different situation that happened years later. As it turns out, sometimes bad things happen to people, and then sometimes years later, they do other bad things to other people, completely unrelated. It's that simple. Peapot Fairy says, I told him yesterday that you didn't want to have to bring you told him yesterday you didn't want to have to bring receipts. What a dipshit. Yeah, I did tell him that. Thanks for supporting the show. JJ Monahan with the $5. I free chatted in the Cope stream and they called me out specifically. They are steaming right now. I believe you. I bet they are. Dark Canuck says, Sunday needs to speak to you urgently. Already talked to Sunday. Already got the message. Thank you, though. Deeply appreciate the super chat. Seriously. Thank you very, very much. Wabun with the $5 says, sorry, I missed some time, so maybe you brought this up, but if Ethan doesn't need the money, why doesn't he pay Cherry? Because it's a matter of ego. That's what it's about. It's all about fucking ego. Yep. Yokai Gotha with the Chunky Imp membership. Thank you so much. It's so X over. Months ago, it was over, but it will never be Vover DM over. Listen, if I fuck up, if I do something fucking horrible, people should call me on it. Usually, when I mess up, I have a conversation with people. I've taken down videos, I've issued corrections, I've put my name on the line, I've allowed myself to be publicly critiqued. If it's ever DM over, it's because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what would make it DM over, but I hope it's never DM over. I'll do my best to never make it DM over. We all make mistakes, but I can tell you for sure I'm never gonna make these mistakes. If I get a real job, true, it'll be DM over if I get a real job. I don't even know what a real job looks like these days anymore. It's like, what the fuck? Everything's like gig economy crap. Like, what? Anyway, I've had like a million. I didn't start streaming until I was almost 30. I've had a million real jobs. Listen, I would be a killer Walgreens worker, okay? I would do great. Al the Healer with the membership, thank you very much. Mayor of Hope with the membership, thank you very, very much. Kangaroo Court with the $5 says, hope you are all well, seriously. If Cherry needs help, let us know. We will let you know. I think, I don't want to speak for Cherry on that, but if Cherry needs help, we'll let you know. Okay, thank you. We're doing our best. It is a bit stressful, I will say. What was your favorite job before this? I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say what my favorite one was. I hope the drama hasn't gotten you too down. I know you hate drama. I mean, I've wasted a lot of energy, but also this is one of just putting a drama to rest, basically. I thought it was to rest, but this is, I can't stand the fucking lies. The lies drive me crazy. Yeah, it's exhausting. I'm fucking tired. I want to do other things. I want to play Dark Souls on stream. I want to go play games with my friends. Meme Julia says, could we scrape money to give Cherry her fair pay? I don't think that's, at this point, I don't know that that's what Cherry wants, but I'll let you know if that changes, okay? I don't think that that's what Cherry's interested in. I think Cherry was interested in not having her name publicly besmirched by the channel that she helped build for literally no reason. I know, Gayfesh. I know. From the website chat, Mistress Lynn with the tier 3 sub, thank you very, very much. Mistress Lynn says, you deserve this, Demon Mama. That was all really awful for anyone who had to deal with that. Thank you all for showing us the truth. You're welcome. It's the least that I can do. In this case, it was totally, it only became necessary for a really stupid reason, but yeah. Ash3030 with the $5. My kind hurts after having to argue with that Ethan prick about why threatening to beat someone to death along with a murder-suicide is bad regardless of who's getting offed. What a lunatic. I need to reiterate, Xan said insane shit, okay? Like I said when I released those, Xan said insane shit, but we went and checked on him. We went and calmed him the fuck down. It was insane and abusive and horrible, but he was fucking sitting in his basement seething. It was a deranged, abusive, and manipulative rant, okay? So, like, just to be clear, like, just so we get that out there, it is absolutely insane and horrible what he said, but this guy is not some fucking tough shooter gangster, okay? He's a Minecraft kid who gets way too mad and freaks out and threatens the people near him, okay? Just remember that. Keep that in check, okay? It's fucking unacceptable. But what this was a form of manipulating the people around him. Xerox 13ster with the tier 3 sub, thank you very, very much. Xerox says, my gut says that Ethan's remark that 4 reasons he doesn't need to get paid means you're going to get dragged by people with money to manipulate algorithms. So here's some scratch for you. We'll see. Whatever. If they try to do some fucking bullshit, then so be it. That would be very interesting. Let's just say that would be an interesting chapter, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that Ethan is talking mad big because he's immature and he's an employee of Xanderhal and a personal friend of Xanderhal, and that they've been up to their shenanigans, and they're just you know, they're just getting each other's back, you know. Appalachian Anarchist with the $10, thank you very, very much, says this $10 is earmarked for Danny as a tip, Demon Mama. Okay, I will remember to send that $10 to Danny as a tip. Appalachian Anarchist with the $5 says Ruthless. I'll give that to Danny as a tip as well. I'll send Danny a tip right after stream. How do I remember myself to do this? Here. There we go. Lava Monster with the tier 2 sub. Thank you for being an island of reasonableness in a sea of toxicity. I appreciate the community you've built here. I always try to keep the seas clean. You know, I don't like the toxicness. It kills all the animals, and I love animals. You're very welcome. Thank you very, very much, Lava Monster. Nuts with the tier 2 sub says, ooh, that's the fish emoji. Thank you very much, Nuts, for the tier 2 sub. It really means a lot to me. Ash3030 with the $5. Thank you very much, Ash3030. Seeing Zan's behavior reminds me of the people who berated a friend of mine when they came out about the abuse they went through. I felt like I was powerless to do anything but watch. Trauma sucks. It does. I'm sorry about that. Midnight Kitty with the tier 2 sub. Thank you very, very much. Fefella with the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Ash30 with another $5 says there's a pattern of dangerous complacency I noticed among commentary drama channels in particular. I feel like Zan has adopted that complacency. Yeah, I think so. I agree. Thank you very much, Ash3030. HairGuy1122 with the 666 says, hey, Demon Mama, I read to my partner every night to help them sleep, and we're about to finish The Sight by David Clement Davies, a childhood fave of mine. Do you have any recs? Thank you as always, Demon Mama. Not right now. Try asking me that again in a future stream when I'm not as, when my brain is not on other stuff. I'm really sorry about that. I wish I could give you a recommendation. I'm not familiar with the book, but thank you. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Soviexon Speaks with the $5 says it's really sad that he's burnt all of these important friendships. Lots of love, Demon Mama. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mixed Dizzy with the $5 says, wow, this shit is rough. Here's some money and a bird from the zoo in Seattle from last year. Yo, we got a bird? Yo, we got a bird? We birdin'? We got a beautiful bird. Beautiful. Thank you very, very, very much. I believe we've got a couple more super chats. Let me see here real quick. Salvete Satanas with the $5 says, I'm actually flabbergasted right now. Yeah, that's how I felt in December. Rainbow Krampus with the $5 says, what was up with the wrong address thing? Was there an explanation for that? Very odd. No, we never got an explanation for that. I don't know if it was distrust or a mistake on his part. We went to go check on him, and by the time we went to go check on him twice, and by the time we figured out like that it was the wrong address, that he had given the wrong address, he was already like, oh, whatever. I'm playing Minecraft now. I'm playing Final Fantasy. He had stopped freaking the fuck out and had calmed down a little bit, and then was like, we got to figure out how to get our next stream out. Cherry, get to work. He was fucking so deranged. It's the cycle in December was basically him freaking out, then realizing that he was gonna have to do hard work if he alienated his own editor, and then starting the cycle over again. Freaking out, getting mad at people close to him, realizing that he's gonna alienate people who actually do all of the work for his channel, talking everybody down, doing it again over and over again. It's a fucking manipulation tactic. Did he apologize after the breakdowns, like, to anyone? If he apologized at all, ever, it was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry I made you feel bad type of shit. Like, I don't remember him ever doing like any sort of serious apology at all. He certainly did to fucking me. He certainly never apologized to me. And the fact that, and even if, I don't even know, even if he had like an off-the-cuff apology in December at some point, the fact that he's still defending his action today, the fact that in May, We watched that clip last stream from May of him taking shots at me and saying, oh yeah, you know, Demon Mama's dishonest, this, that, and the other thing. You know, I appreciated her advice at times, but you know, she really was dishonest. They really should have just done the nuke with me. It shows he wasn't apologetic at all. That's how we got here. That's kind of how we got here. By the way, I have a message to my chat from Cherry. Cherry says, thank you all for the kind words and support. They appreciate the fact that you have been supportive as this truth comes out. Cherry says that she is going to be taking a break from the internet for a very long time after this, but appreciates all of your support. Thank you all for the kindness. That is a message I just received from Cherry. Cherry specifically asked me to communicate that to the chat. Irascended Kitten with the $5 says, I hope you don't give him the benefit of your attention from here on, Demon Mama. He's not worth it. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I recognize there's a possibility that in his desperation that he's going to do something else, but I just don't feel there's a need to. I already wanted it to be the end of things last night. I already said last night that for my intention, that was designed to be my last word on it. He's the one who chose to go live today and explicitly deny everything that happened that he knows happened. And now I've proven to the entire internet, anybody who cares about this issue, which is a limited amount of people, but all right. Anybody who cares about this issue can now know that he fucking lied. We have further testimony related to one of your leaks that I think is very funny just because of who it is. Oh, Brianna Wu commented on my thing. Brianna Wu says, all I will say about this is that everything involving me here is factual. I did not appreciate having to spend my Thanksgiving day dealing with hundreds of panicked messages from Xanderhal. That's who it was from. It was wildly unprofessional. That's funny. All right. But I mean, hey. Oh my god. All right, everybody. I don't want to miss any donos. It was his birthday. It was his birthday, everybody. It was his birthday. All right, everybody. All right, I am exhausted. I am severely exhausted. It is 3 hours in, meaning in the last 24 hours, I have streamed for 12 and a half hours, okay? You all, the videos will be up in the future. Both of the videos are gonna go up. We're probably gonna put them out in the same day because that makes the most sense. And yeah, I'll see you all in the future with some more fun stuff. We got so much to talk about in the future. It will probably be at least the weekend before I'm back because I do have a whole string of appointments this week. So expect a couple days with no Demon Mama stream, but we'll have the videos coming out and all that. So, and there's tons of VODs if you want to go watch them. There's literally so much you could watch. Most of the time we have a lot of fun, and I put my comedic talent towards making you laugh about things that don't feel so bad, but you know, this is how it went. Anyway, thank you all very much. Remember 2 rules, okay, tonight? Rule number 1, do not fucking die. That is rule number 1. The only iron rule of the Demon Mama community, do not fucking die. And rule number 2, which is more of like a chat rule. It's not like an order, but it's a chat rule, okay? Always raid with love, okay? We always try to raid with love, okay? That's how we do it. We don't do it any other way, okay? Glooby, I don't know if you were there last night, but I shouted you out last night. I wanted to say I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done for this channel in the past, and I appreciate your presence here now. I don't know if you got to hear that last night, but if you didn't, now you heard it now, okay? All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful night.